Hey, hi, hello, and good afternoon. My name is Amanda, and welcome to the Done Creative Live. I feel a little short. I think I'm gonna raise the chair up. Didn't even notice that because it blocks out my camera until I'm live, so I don't know what it looks like. I don't know the lighting. I don't know if you can hear me, see me, any of that until boom, here we are. So I hope you're all doing well today. Wow, save for actually one person on this list. Jessie has donated for everybody you see before you. Isn't that amazing? Yeah, she donated for everyone except Michelle De Leon, who donated for her own question, but oh my goodness. Two of them were actually holdovers from Wednesday because, man, I was feeling the drain Wednesday night. Have you guys been just feeling it? Emotional, just low energy, just blah. Because I've been feeling it. Lots of healing, lots of transmuting going on up in here. I don't know if you guys have been feeling it either or as well. Maybe I'll make a poll. Let's make a poll. Have you been feeling all the things? Let's see. Have you been feeling? Let's see. Emotional and drained. Have you felt, let's see, like healing is taking place? Because really it is. It is. Like healing is taking place. Place what place? Okay. So if you answer no to even one of those things, just select no. If you answer yes to both of them, select yes. There we go. Posting the poll. But I hope you're all doing well this fine Saturday. And yes, I am a little early on my live stream because I'm taking a page out of my own guide's book and doing some self-care, because I always say, oh, it's a self-care Saturday. And then I get off the live stream and eat something. And before I know it, my family's home. And it's like the whole day I was spent working. And I've been working pretty much 7 days a week, except I did take not even fully last Sunday off, but I'm trying to not work so much because I just work around the clock and it's not a good look for my energy these days, and I just need to replenish myself. And I think, a lot of what I have going on, sorry, I forgot to turn off my phone notifications. I'm just lighting up here. Yeah, I know if I don't take care of myself, it just becomes like so weighed down with everything else I have going on. And I want to show up for you guys in the best energy, for myself in the best energy. And it's not that anything's, really that crazy wrong in my life. It's just lots of stuff from the past is coming up to be, you gotta feel it to heal it, to deal with it. And just things going on with my dog, I don't want to get emotional. But yeah, so just a second. But yeah, I'm feeling it. Are you feeling it? We're all feeling it. So, yeah. Yeah, my dog. She'll be 17 in December. So I'm just, I know the writing's on the wall with her, and it has been for a while. And I know most of you, if not pretty much all of you, have gone through losing a pet, losing a loved one. It's just, it happens. It's life. And it's just giving us that appreciation for, the time we do have with everybody in our lives, our pets, our loved ones. Yes, everybody cries when I cry. I don't know what it is. Or I see someone cry and I start crying. Like, that's just what I do. I really did not even think I was going to be crying here today, but it's been a couple of days where just coming to terms with the fact that, this might be my last couple weeks with my dog. And, I've been masking that feeling. I was telling Czar earlier today, I've been masking that feeling by diving into work and just busying myself so much with work that I wouldn't have to think so much about the pain that's coming up when she does die. And I can't do that. I gotta face this, So we're gonna face it together. But yes, I love you guys. I want to do a collective reading. Yes, we do. We do. I didn't even really, I mean, I got a little teary on our big old healing session we had over on Patreon on, what night was that? Tuesday? But yeah, just pretty much since Tuesday. I think Tuesday actually was good for me because it was a catalyst to help me dive into my own pain, my own issues. But like, I'm not the only one going through this. Like, so many of us are. If it's not in our current reality, it's a lot of past stuff dragged up from the ethers, from the depths to be healed. So that's what we're gonna focus on. And I think it was I think Wednesday, we also did kind of a a healing little reading as well. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm just kind of glancing at some of these comments. You guys are the best. I do want to get into this though. I'm definitely gonna go when I post this after I'm all done, because I'm gonna kind of take a slow and easy day and just take care of myself. But I will go back and read all of your comments at the beginning here. But I love you guys. I think we're gonna go with Everyday Witch just for our collective reading, just the healing, the closure, the wounds, both new and old, or maybe even still yet to happen in the future. Like, we're picking up on this energy, and you can't see me very well, which is probably okay because, you know. There, I'm not so in the dark now. Tales from the Crypt. Anyone remember that from the 90s? Love you all. Thank you so much, Nellie. I appreciate that. Thank you, everybody. All right. Just for all of us live stream collective, I'm in Patreon mode right now because that's the only place I've really been hanging out online so much besides here is the Patreon. All right. So let's see. For my wonderful live stream collective here and anyone who will watch the replay, we're gathering up like little gnomes. I dressed like a little gnome today. We're gathering up all of your beautiful energies, your sad energies, just everything in between, bundling them all up, stirring them all up in a cauldron because tomorrow is Halloween, so why not? And we're gonna see what we need, what the majority of us need, what maybe specific ones of you, the energy is just very heavy or needs help. We're going to focus there, and we're going to spend probably the next 13 minutes or so really diving into this. So we've got, yes, and this is so fitting, the Chariot. At the core of the Chariot is success. But before that success can be had, there are decisions, there are choices that we all need to make. And what I'm hearing from my guides in my own life, and I know it's going to pertain to you, is we really do need to make the choices that are from love and for our highest good. Not the choices that, may be best for a whole bunch of other people and at the expense of yourself. But here's the thing. When you honor yourself and you honor those you love by loving yourself as well and not just giving your energy to everybody else without giving any to yourself, you will find your success when you can give yourself, fill your cup first. And I'm taking my own advice later today. And I have been on my main channel as well. I've kind of stepped away. Just the vibe over there with the whole death threat thing that I got and just all sorts of craziness over there. I just needed a break from it. I do give so much of myself over there. And for the last couple weeks, I felt like it was just a little too much I was giving and I needed to step back. Okay. And I'm sure maybe my channel is one example, but your insert here is another example of what you're maybe personally going through, where you knew you needed to step back. But look, when you do step back and realize, yeah, I did talk about a little bit on Patreon. I didn't talk about it over here, or definitely not on my main channel, because I've been avoiding that one like the plague. But yeah, someone took over 3 hours worth of their time to watch a couple of different pick-a-cards and sent me over 100 like messages, like comments, just the nastiest stuff you've ever read online about anybody. And it just let me know this person has no idea who I am, because none of that was me. But of course, it still triggered me into fear. I mean, that's a big deal to get a death threat from someone. And I try to show up as my truest, most authentic self, my most loving self. And the fact that happened, there's obviously something going on within me that maybe I'm ignoring. And now it's being projected in the external world. So, I know the person probably didn't mean it personally. They're projecting their own demons, their inner wounds onto me, but still it hurt me in the moment because, I've been in a little vulnerable place with my dog and just, the state of the world and just everything going on with my channel over there. But we do have the King of Wands that fell to the floor. So this is us deciding, okay, I'm doing this thing, whatever it is in your life, deciding, yes, we're doing this. And then doing it. Like, okay, this is where we're going. This is what we're doing. This is what we need to heal to get there, because healing really is the name of the game. But I didn't talk about this one too much yet. This was the second card I pulled, was the Nine of Pentacles. So all that hard work, it's like, this is kind of our end game. All that hard work really is paying off, but we don't have to wait till the end for this hard work to really start paying off. This is coming in as a result of all this hard work we've done, and we're going to get those little benefits and rewards along the way, because healing is a journey. It's not a destination, just like life. It's a journey, not a destination, but a lot of times we forget that, and we get lost in the shuffle. But a lot of times we're just like, well, it'll be worth it when I get here, but we're just almost just like putting our head down and just diving through where we're at, or plowing through where we're at, when Spirit really wants us to get present and look around, even if it sucks. Like, it can suck for us at times, yes, but to still look around and actually realize what a gift it is to be in even a healing state, or a sad state, or feeling low vibe that day yourself, because we are incarnated. This life that we have, even if it's terrible at times or feels nasty at times, can be such a gift. And there's 1212 on the clock. I keep seeing 1212 everywhere. Yes, amazing. Angel number squad, here we are. All right, so what else do us warriors of light need to know on this healing journey we're going through? Oh, and to top it all off, the sun has been giving us some amazing energy, amazing yet intense energy. Today we are being bombarded with an X-class solar flare. Oh, now my left ear's ringing. X-class solar flare. The X-class solar flares are the highest classes of solar flares that we can expect, and it is incoming, earth facing, gonna register, gonna hit today. Maybe it's already hitting. Maybe that's why I'm so up and down too. But a lot of light workers will pick up on these energies even weeks in advance, which, yep, been there. And I'm sure you guys have too. And it's not just the sun and the solar energy. There is some anomalous energy that's been really supporting us and flooding in on the back side, or the non-sun facing side of the planet. So like, when it's dark where you're at, that's where this energy is coming in. So to me, that's like, we're getting a lot of healing in our dream state. Or if you're someone who stays up all night, you're still just getting this healing vibe, just being here. You're getting that healing vibe. But look, lay of the land, ancestral wisdom, and we got the number 34 here, which is a 7. That's that very spiritual, introspective number. And it feels for many of you, I know, like on my channel and the collective I usually read for, like in pick-a-cards and stuff, it's been like hermit mode pretty much since August. And it's like hermit mode, and then, okay, things are gonna look up and you're gonna get out there and do things now. And then it's like hermit mode. So it's like, yes, it's still like a cycle, like you're hermit mode, then you're out there, then you're hermit mode, then you're out there. But it's not like you're hermit mode for 3 years straight, then you go out there. It's like, it's so weird how this is happening, but it's like, we get these, like, for 2 weeks, you feel very extroverted, ready to get out there and make a name for yourself. And then, oh, my life path is number 7 too, Karen. That's amazing. Yes, life path 7's in the house. Yeah, Northern Lights as far south as parts of California. So that's going to be really cool. Oregon, I'll probably see them. I mean, I see the Northern Lights once in a great while here in Montana. So, but anytime I do get to see them, it's such a treat. It's beautiful. And it's interesting because you would think, well, I'll see the Northern Lights in the north because they're the Northern Lights, but you actually see them to the south of where you are. I don't know, it has something to do with magnetics. I'm not sure. I'm not a scientist. But yeah, look, with this lay of the land, it's like that horizon is lighting up for us. So it's like some of us are like here, and we know, like with that chariot, because we're guaranteed that underlying success there. We're guaranteed, as long as we take those steps from that place of love and our highest good and our healing, this is what's in the horizon. But remember, there's a lot to discover on the way up this mountain. There's a lot to discover. So we can't just, I mean, at times if you're weary and low, keep your eye on that pinnacle, but still be very present with where you're at, wherever you're at on your journey, because it's very needed right now. But with this ancestral wisdom card, this really is us clearing a lot of ancestral trauma, ancestral wounds, toxic cycles and patterns within our own DNA from, even if 3 generations back, one of our ancestors broke a really toxic cycle, there's still like echoes or residual effects of that in our DNA that we, whoever you are right now, are healing right now. And it's so powerful and potent, this energy that we have coming in, both from the sun and the backside of the planet, our cosmic helpers. It's if we could actually see with our eyes the amount of help and support we have, it would bring us to our knees in gratitude. But many of us can feel it, but don't really know what it is. But just having that sense of gratitude, now just saying that, having that sense of gratitude really is going to carry you through these really heavy and dark places and times that any of us are experiencing. But of course, if things are really good in your life, that's great because you're on the upswing. But when things start looking dire again, it's that saying, this too shall pass, is not just for the bad times. It's also for the good times, because the good times can't stay pinned like a pinned comment at the top of my chat here. They can't stay that way forever. They start to wane and wax, and it's a cycle. Life is a complete cycle, and the only thing constant in life is change. Good, bad, happy, sad, everything in between changes, cycles, constant. But we have here, yes, the galactic mushroom with the divine matrix. And isn't that very kind of northern lights looking? Very beautiful greens and yellow kind of tones there. But the number 24 adds up to 6, which is all about that unconditional love and just nurturing ourselves, nurturing those we love. But it's like trying to nurture everyone else around us and then just neglecting to nurture ourselves. I mean, eventually that cup's going to run dry, and we're going to want so desperately to help other people, but we can't even help ourselves. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm taking a page out of Spirit's book for me today and doing a self-care Saturday afternoon. I would hope that some of you would join me. You don't have to report back or anything, but just please take care of you today and every day. But, today especially, even if all you do is write down 3 things you're grateful for and do something you enjoy, like me, I'm going to go take a nice long sea salt bath and do some meditating. Oh, it's going to be great. That's what I'm going to do. I did the same thing last night. Did a really amazing healing session with a YouTube channel video from the YouTube channel Lune Innate, Lune, and then the word innate, Inate. I love her like ASMR, Reiki healing. She's amazing. And every time, even if I'm in a good mood and want to go do some healing with her, she always brings me to tears. So yes, that's where I will be later today. But this divine matrix, this galactic mushroom here, Spirit's being funny now. They're like, most people take mushrooms to have these like trippy experiences, but that's not what they're showing here. But it's almost like you don't even have to take drugs to get to this place. It all is about going within and putting that intention out there to show up in your own life, to heal, even if it feels so painful to face something in your life, especially if this is something that keeps coming around, cycle. It's time to heal a lot of this stuff once and for all. Rip that Band-Aid off. It's like Spirit's saying, like, but Band-Aid on a gunshot wound. That bullet's in there. You know it. You feel it festering. You feel the just yuckiness. I'm not going to get into detail. But yes, Lunar is the one that told me about Lune in H channel, and thank you. Yeah, she's very triggering with your spiritual up-leveling. So trigger warning. She's not triggering. She's very soothing, very number 6, very maternal, just soul sister vibes. But there's something in the healing that comes through her that it calls you to be your best version. So if you are not ready to be your best version, tread lightly with the Lune Innate level ups, because she is amazing. But yes, with this, we can give ourselves that euphoria that many seek through recreational drug use by going within. And sometimes to get to that euphoria, though, you got to dig through all the despair and the toxicity and just the trauma and the drama of the past to get there. But you can get there. And with the divine matrix, that is exactly what's going on. We are up leveling. We are lifting our roots up from out of that 3D matrix and plopping ourselves, or, resettling ourselves back to the divine blueprint of this earth, because we're no longer, I don't know if you've been watching any kind of news lately or just see the state of the world right now. It looks like everything has hit the fan, because it has, because it's time for something better. It's time for the original blueprint of this beautiful Gaia to come back online. And many of us over the years have been plucking ourselves right up on out of that 3D matrix, ready to plant ourselves or resettle ourselves with the original ley lines of this planet, with the original loving energetic matrix. And it's 1221. I see 1212 and 1221 all the time now. Oh my gosh. Yes. So many numbers, so many numbers, so many synchronicities. Yeah, Michelle blew my mind. I had to share it with a couple friends of mine. Michelle, during our mentor session yesterday, blew my mind. My twin flame sent me a song, Hoobastank the Reason. I even mentioned Hoobastank on Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday night's live stream. I think I did. I remember saying something about it, but I didn't mention the actual song or anything. But she's like, yeah, right before our session, this song that I haven't heard in a long time, The Reason by Hoobastank. And I was just, I had to go back and watch my reaction. It was just like, are you kidding me? Like, I even interrupted her. Like, it was all about me in that moment. Oh my, it took me spirit is crazy. Like, Michelle, you're a psychic lady. Just let me tell you that. And she, if you don't mind my sharing, you told me about how we were talking about phone books. Let's just put it that way. You were talking about phone books. And then on my doorstep is a phone book. It's like, what? I haven't seen a phone book and I can't even tell you how long. And then she was listening to a song that is written or about the yellow pages. So I'm just like, you can't make this stuff up. You really can't. Oh my goodness. Yeah. But so many synchronicities, even not just with the numbers anymore. I mean, the numbers are always going 1222, but just you'll think of something and then someone will say it, or you'll say it, vice versa, like whatever I just said, reverse that. Or you'll be thinking of something and it's so random and like, oh man, I haven't thought of that in years. And then you'll hear someone talking about it, or it's so crazy. Yeah, you had a phone book delivered this week too. Oh my goodness. It's so amazing. But this is what happens, guys. This is what happens when we disconnect ourselves from that 3D prison matrix that most of humanity is focused on and grinding in and blissfully unaware that there's something better. But you guys, I think many of you know there's something better and you're here for it. All right, let's get one more. We're gonna get one more from this deck. It's this one. And then we're gonna get a card from the Moonology as well. Yeah, Unmarked Trail Revelation. There's our number 57, which adds up to 12, which adds up to 3. So, finding, I love how we're kind of coming back to this. Yeah, the trail is unmarked. We know where we're going, possibly. Some of us don't, but some of us do, right? We'll leave that part open to interpretation at your will, since this is your collective reading. But many of us may know or not, depending, where we're going, but maybe just not quite how to get there. But this is the great thing about the unmarked trail is you make it up as you go. There are no rules. No one, we can play by our own rules or other people's rules, the box that we all put ourselves in. We can, but we don't have to and we shouldn't. Because the one and only person, so to say, that knows our heart and knows our path better than we do, or anyone that's incarnated, is our higher selves. So calling on your own higher self right now, more than ever, I would argue to say, is so important. Get on the higher self train because the higher self is where it's at. The higher self knows better than any therapist, any mentor, any tarot card reader, any parent, any friend, anyone who's known you for 45, 30 million years. Higher self knows what's up, okay? Yes, and the answers you need are coming. So those of you feeling lost, directionless, not sure what to do next or which is right for you, should I, shouldn't I, what if I leave, what if I stay, all these questions you've got, your answers are coming. But, yes, they are coming, but I'm going to say they're coming after you really go within and connect to that higher self first. And if you don't hear, because the higher self does not yell, it whispers. The ego likes to yell. The ego's the loud squeaky wheel of everything here. The higher self tends to whisper. Unless you're in like grave danger, sometimes then the higher self will like, let's get out of here. But for the most part, it's just a whisper, just like that background noise. And I always mention this, not always, but sometimes in my channel, it's like when you were in school. Does anyone remember? I remember specifically in middle school and high school, you know, especially in the wintertime. I live in Montana, so winter lasts like 25 months of the year. But being in school, you're just, okay, it's quiet time, everyone's taking a test or something, and the heater's running. You don't even notice the heater's running. But then the heater turns off. It's dead silence. It's like, oh my God, that heater needs to come back on or I'm going to lose my mind. It's just too quiet what's happening right now. But that higher self is like the heater running in the background. We don't notice it until we decide to tune into it. And like, yeah, I hear that heater running in the background. It's very soothing. Because when that heater just kicks off and it's just too quiet, you hear the person in front of you chewing their gum, the person behind you's tapping their pencil on, and it's just like, stop it. Stop it. But the higher self knows what's up. I don't know why I thought that I need to share that, but we do. But the answers you need are coming. And the full moon in Gemini, I want to say that's taking place in December for Western astrology, I think. I think Vedic astrology, this is closer to January when that is occurring. Don't quote me on that. Or maybe it's opposite. No, because it's opposite. So this will be 6 months from December. So June. But I think December is a time where you guys are laying down a new roadmap. And you're going to really start seeing some benefits of that come into play in June, if that makes sense. All right. So I think we might as well just get into our readings. I took longer than I wanted to, but I think we all just needed a little extra something. Yeah, we do, because look, we've got the Tower and the Hanged Man as I'm putting things back. So many do feel stuck, or like the Tower is looming in the distance. Like in my life, you know, with my dog, it's like that tower's looming in the distance. But look, in this Tower depiction, she's the one in control. You're the one in control of your detonation of your own tower here. And she doesn't look too mad about it. She's just like, yeah, I know what's up. Yeah, it sucks I had to come down, but like, I got ideas. I got plans. Things are going to work out just fine because my higher self's taking the wheel for a while. My ego's taking a hip check to the back seat. Actually, let's let that ego out of the car and let it run behind the car for a few minutes to, as my father-in-law and mother-in-law say, when my husband was young and the kids were fighting in the car about a couple blocks from home, they would say, okay, get out. You're going to run the stink off. And we've done that to our kids, like when we're about to our in-laws, if they're like blah, 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 at each other in the car, we're like, okay, get out, you're running the stink off. It's so funny. Yeah. And we're also focusing in on overcoming some limiting beliefs, or, you know, just limiting ourselves in ways, playing small. We're done with that. We're done playing small so much. Things are really shaking up for each of us on an individual level and on it is a December 12th full moon. Okay. That's right, because the full moon, let's see, I don't know. Yeah, December 12th is the full moon, but I'm not sure what sign it's in. I don't remember. I can't think too deeply right now. When spirits hear, my like logical brain goes out the window a lot. So there's that. All right, so Michelle De Leon, and I think she has her question with PayPal, which if she wants, I can just read it from PayPal, or she can retype it, whatever you want to do, Michelle. And Diana says she sent a PayPal. Let's check it out. Yes, I do have a donation from Diana, so we can get Diana on the list. That would be awesome. All right. Yeah, I've missed pretty much all of your comments today. I've just been in the zone. But let's check our poll. We've got 38 votes. We've got 92% say yes, they have been feeling emotional and drained and have felt like healing is taking place. And 8% say no. And poll, okay, you can see those results. I'm going to go over to PayPal. Yes, I will do that, Michelle. I'm going to take a big old swig of this water. And I always say this, but like, thirsty much? Oh my gosh, I've been so thirsty. Yeah, so thirsty. But healing takes a lot of water. Think of water. Water is the emotion. And a lot of times when we're healing, we feel very emotional. So it's really good to keep the hydration on and popping while you are healing. All right, I'm going to go over to my email for the PayPal. One more little throat clearing water drink. Okay. PayPal, emails. Okay. Michelle. Okay. So, hey, Amanda, I'm not sure if you're doing a live tomorrow, but I wanted to ask a question in case you are because I have to work. So I've been seeing in my meditations a blonde or light-haired man with a blonde little boy outside in the front yard, I think. I saw this on 1024 and again on 1029. Can you tell me what it means? Yes, I will get right into this. So I'm already feeling this is like past life energy, past life related. Twin flame. Oh, this could be twin flame energy. Yeah, I'm just seeing spirit go like this. So like romantic twin flame in like many lifetimes. We can tune in to see if this person is actually incarnated and you're just picking up on the higher self, or if this person is actually twin flaming you from the other side. Let's see. Ooh. Wow. Yes, look. Big happy family. Big happy family. This is past life energy coming in. But I do see this as a potential for this life as well. But let's just tune in because I'm really seeing you as this Queen of Pentacles here. And this will be, later in life rather than, like you're in your 20s, which I know you're a few years younger than me. So, this could be in 30s, 40s, 50s, somewhere in there that you do get together with this person and, combine families. You have your son and this person may have their own children. They may possibly have two of their own children. But you guys really do feel like a match made in heaven kind of vibe. I'm seeing a lot of like the twin flame thing because twin flames can be, if you're not spiritually ready for it, it can be a very toxic dynamic for many people, very almost traumatic dynamic for many people. But I see by the time you meet this person and everything, so much of who you are, and you are, wow, you know what's up. I mean, but a year from now, you may be meeting this person in real life. So if they don't look exactly like the depiction that you got in your meditation, I wouldn't worry about that. Keep looks out of it. Think in terms of energy, because this person is showing up to you in a past life embodiment, or like a look that how they looked in a past life, so that you on a subconscious level would recognize them. But even if they don't show up exactly like that in this life, your soul will recognize them. But it's cool too because we've got two people like twin flames united a year from now. Like, isn't that cool? And of course, Spirit's already warning me with this. Like, take this with a grain of salt because timelines constantly shifting, morphing, moving, all sorts of craziness with the timelines. So, in spirit terms, a year from now could look closer to 3 years from now, or who knows? Who knows? So, I always say just kind of, it's coming, but we don't quite know when. But yeah, this person is incarnated. So, but oh wow, major chills. Yeah, their higher self is very powerful. I'm feeling it. But what I see is you being able to connect to you're already connecting to this person's higher self. And I feel that the child that was with you guys is a soulmate who may or may not be incarnated. They're not wanting to really go into detail about that because they want to more focus on the adult. Yeah, because they're saying that the boy in the meditation is not actually your son, like your son that you have now. But let's just see why did you show Michelle this in meditation? Oh wow. So there may be worry about, I'm never gonna find my person. I'm getting older. What happens if I never get, my happily ever after? Well, it's coming. It's taking its time a little bit because pentacles are very slow moving, but you are strong enough to be able to really work on you and know who you are. And this person, I think, has done a lot of their own work as well. And if you two had come together before a lot of your own inner demons were slayed and, all of that, it would have been, you guys may have touched down and had a very passionate, quick beginning, but then it would have fizzled out because you're just on two different wavelengths at the time. That's why it's taken, quote unquote, so long, but really it hasn't. You guys signed up before incarnating to meet at a predetermined time, whenever that may be. And they're not really wanting to elaborate on when, because I think as in terms of like time frames, the year from now card is one of the longer time frames in this deck. And time's a slippery slope anyway, because we have free will here. And maybe even if we thought, in our soul contracts, okay, we're going to meet at 24, but you're 28 or 38 and you're still like, where is this person? Because free will may have taken us on some twists and turns. But let's just see what else this is showing Michelle. Any guidance this is giving her at the time. Okay. Yeah, 8 of Wands. So the more you do your own inner work, the sooner and closer this connection, this union is happening. And it might be a year from now, because this is a very fast-moving energy. And to me, a year is like a blink of an eye these days. Yeah, a year seems so far out in the distance, but like, is it though? Because like 2021 just started. It just started, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Because to me, it feels like it was just January, and here we are, November 1st, 2 days from now. Like, how? I want to get one more. Let's just get a beautiful divine message from Michelle's higher self, and the higher self of this twin flame. We got 3 coming out. Yeah. So Fool's Embrace, transmuting pain. We've got that number 22 coming on in. So just you working and healing things in your own family line, trauma from your childhood, trauma from even past lives. That's really going to help you. But in the meantime, you may feel at times you're kind of just straddling worlds, wandering between 3D and 5D, 3D and 5D all the time. And then 52 adds up to 7. Oh, you see 22 all the time. That's so cool. But yeah, 52, that adds up to 7, which is that very introspective and spiritual number. And you've got this. I mean, you're finding your way. And a lot of times when you don't really know, like from that collective reading we had, it's like, I don't really know like what direction to go, but like I know I have dreams, but like I don't quite know. You're learning as you go exactly what you want to do. And again, I think maybe some of the uncertainty about your future is because if you knew right now or earlier than was time, it's like you almost would self-sabotage that by saying, oh no, I could never do that. Like that's such a big goal or dream. Like I could never. So when you do this inner work, you're going to open yourself up and expand to get rid of the box of, oh no, I could never, and be like, there's nothing I can't do. So what am I going to go do out here? I don't know, So like, that's what you're going to be doing. But yeah, in the hand, I love this card. It's funny because the last time this card came out in a reading was before I had pulled the card, I said, remember that song from Bible school? He's got the whole world in his hands, that song. And then like maybe 3 minutes later in the reading, this flew out of this deck to the ground. And I didn't even know that this card exists. Because I mean, it's not a brand new deck, but like I seem to get like the same 10 cards out of this deck over and over for everybody. I don't know why. But the universe is your partner. So those boxes, those limiting beliefs that you've had about yourself and about your future and about what's possible for you, you're shifting this out. You're changing it. Sorry, I keep looking over here. My neighbor's standing on the roof, like looking in here. I'm like, hi. I mean, it's not that close. I'll show you how close it is. But like, still distracting. Oh, there you go. I mean, we live on 1/4 of an acre, so it's not like a small, like, hand a cup of sugar out your window to your neighbor kind of thing. But I don't even know if she can see in here. Probably. My blinds are open. All right, Michelle. So I hope that gave you a little bit of guidance and direction as to what the heck is this? What's going on here? And now that you know that, you can connect to him and, ask him for guidance, because obviously he's wanting to direct you in some way, or at least say, hey, what's up? I'm here. So cute. Oh. All right. I'm gonna shuffle these up, and then Monica is next. Oh, you always want to be in a band or something, but like that's not a realistic career path, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure these guys right here would beg to differ, but like, yes, I know what you're saying for sure. Like, it's a thing. You know, many people talk themselves out of their dreams before society even has a chance to help them talk themselves out of it. Oh, you had a deja vu moment when I just moved my camera. Oh my goodness. I love 21 Pilots. Yeah. And this is actually Ned from the 21 Pilots music video Chlorine, which was my very favorite song off of their Trench album. The slow parts at the end. Oh, so beautiful. I just love Tyler Joseph and Josh Dunn. They're so inspirational. Woke star seeds making a difference in the world. Yes, they are. They are not like your average band. No, they are not. All right. I love Chlorine too, Michelle. Ugh. Yes. I love singing the harmony parts at the end part, the weathered flag that's by the sea. Oh, it's my favorite. I'm not going to do it right now, though. All right. Yeah, you have to have a program that will help you to, I get more now why I slow bringing it to you. Oh, we're talking to Ethan. I see what you're saying. I'm going to take another drink of water because thirsty vibes. Such a loud water bottle. All my water bottles are so loud. All right, so Monica, go ahead and post your question. You may have already left it in text because I did text you to let you know Jesse donated for you. So I could revert back to that, or if you want to post it here, either way. Let's see. What have we got going on? Okay. Can I get some deeper insight into what I'm meant to find? Spirit knows what I'm asking about, and somehow I feel like this all fell in exactly right. Yes. Okay. All right. They want to go to a very natural deck, which is my Spacious Tarot. It's so cute and cozy, and I love it. It's got all the different seasons in the different suits. Oh, I'm obsessed. All right, so let's find out. I want to reword it because she worded it so well. It was, can Monica get some deeper insight into what she is meant to find? Because Spirit knows what she's asking about. Yes, they do. Can Monica get some deeper insight into what she's meant to find, please? Ooh, well now, I can see what's going on here. So we have the Ace of Swords, which is all about communication and finally getting this like aha moment or clarity where maybe before something was very confusing or maybe just directionless or wondering how on earth is this miracle going to take place? And especially in the form of communication. This miracle may be coming in with communication or helping you communicate on a grander scale as far as, you know, being online, on YouTube, podcasts, all the things that you do, those loving, wonderful things that you do with your website and just getting all this amazing information out. And if you guys actually want a behind the scenes look as to what went on during our last Patreon spiritual topic talk, I actually had Monica on the channel and she asked if she could, instead of just keeping that on Patreon, if she could post it on her channel. And I said yes. So you actually get some Patreon exclusive content for free if you go over to Monica's channel and check that out. It was like 3 hours, 11 minutes, 55 seconds. It was 3:11:55. Angel numbers. But I thought it was so cool. At least the original. She probably trimmed out all the beginning chatter, I'm sure, because we don't need that on YouTube. But just for us hanging out, it's great. But yeah, I think it might have something to do with your career, your work, networking with other people, or making a dream in your communication wheelhouse come true or reach more people. Something to do with that. That's really what they're showing. Because I think right now, this to me feels current energy. Oh, it's still 3/5/11. Oh, cool. I love it. This is the 10 of Wands, which is just feeling very overburdened. Maybe even wondering, like, how am I going to narrow down these ideas? Because if you're anything like me, which I know you're got a lot like me going on, you have all these great ideas, but you know each one is going to take like hundreds of hours to really come to fruition and make it the best it can be. So in the meantime, you're like, okay, I'll do this, I'll do that, I'll do that, I'll do that. And I think spirit's really wanting you to kind of pare down what you're doing or how many different places you're doing it so you don't like overwhelm yourself. Because I think right now you're maybe, even if this is just like mental overwhelm, which I don't think it's just mental, I think this also is like physical overwhelm or working a lot of hours, or if it is mental overwhelm, it's you thinking about work stuff or how you're going to accomplish certain things and bring all these different ideas to fruition for yourself. But let's get some advice. Now that we've kind of tapped into the energy of whatever this thing is Monica is asking about, that's so accurate. Cool. Good. So we're on the right track. But let's get some advice as to how Monica can actually make this thing happen. How is she going to find what she's looking for? Ooh, oh, girl. Well, some good things, some good things are happening here. So you have the world. So you're going to find it all over the place. It's coming to you from multiple places around the world, like literally, like internet, World Wide Web, www. So online, maybe even after you take a trip to meet someone or just to visit a sacred site, possibly, it's like, now it's go time. Or you're going to go somewhere or be called or directed to go. It could even be a website, but spirit's like really bringing home the more earthy element of it as well, even though we don't have any earth cards here yet. Showing me like a map, like you pull out a paper map and then you travel somewhere and you like have been planning it and then you go there and then yes, like things are happening. You're networking with just the right people. The right people are finding you. You're finding the right people. But this was divinely orchestrated by like soul family. Soul family contracts on the other side. Like we knew we would connect. Me, you, whole bunch of other people you're connecting with. Like it's like then you can introduce people that you know to other people you know, and it's like creating a whole grid or network around the whole world. Whatever it is you're trying to do here, but it is going to be something that's going to take a lot of time and a lot of dedication. This is my athlete card, more specifically, my Olympic athlete card. This is letting you know this thing you're trying to do is just not small potatoes that, oh, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't, who matters, or who cares if it doesn't, like whatever. No, this is big stuff. And that's why I think the burden of it feels so heavy on you. And that's why it will be important to kind of pare down the other things that are just kind of, it's kind of that, I don't know, Monica, if you've heard of that 80-20 rule. Oh, your birthday plans. Cool. The 80-20 rule, because they're showing me 20% of your effort should gain you 80% of your like income and just like energy stuff. So there may be certain things you're doing, not to give up on them, because spirit's like moving the pan to the back burner about something. So there's a couple things you're doing currently, or maybe one big thing that you are kind of already, but this is already on your radar. So if this is something you're excited about right now, they're not talking about that. This is something you've already wondered about. Like, is this really the right direction? Because it takes a lot of my time. There's not a lot of payoff with, people energetically exchanged within this, whether it is monetary or just people showing up, whatever it is. If you've already had that intuition to pull back on that thing, do that, because this new thing that you're really trying to focus on, or this thing you're meant to find and what you're meant to do with what you find, even if you don't know exactly what it is you're finding, energetically speaking, because so much of this is energetic, and like I'm seeing like little ticking time bombs set up all over like the world. And as you come into more of your own awakening, you'll help trigger more people awakening. And it's almost like too, the thing that you think it is, they're like, it is that, but like, it's also not that, which sounds like, what? You're talking to riddles here, spirit. But it's almost like the thing itself will lead you to what it is, if that makes sense. They're not clarifying it much more than that, but hopefully that's not confusing to you. And it's almost like you're just seeing part of the puzzle. And then as you get there and find what it is you were looking for, the other pieces of the puzzle come into play. This is why me and my guides fight so much. Right, same. I'm like, just show me, just tell me, just tell me. Well, your guides are doing the same thing here because I always channel and call in your guides and my guides. My guides sometimes can sneak little things in, but my guides can be tricky too. So like, we're here for it. But you've got this Ace of Wands. So you are getting this idea. When you find what it is you're looking for, even though they're not going to unveil and say, what you're looking for is this. They're not putting it up in lights because that they're saying like half the fun. That would be like buying your kids Christmas presents and then just giving them to them instantly with no Christmas tree, no music, no ambiance, no wrapping. I mean, half the fun is getting all geared up for Christmas. I mean, some people can argue that's like, I hate that part, but like, I like, some years I'm all into it. Other years I'm like, I'm into it just because of the kids and it doesn't matter to me. But like, spirit kind of are looking at us like, like little kids, and the parents are really excited to see the little kids open the presents. So if the parents, spill the beans on like what's in the presents, it's not as fun. So that's why. Yeah, you can't keep presents secret. Yeah, but they definitely don't want to spill the beans because they can't wait to see your face light up. And I keep going over here to this, like your face is lighting up. In all the clouds going on, your face is lighting up. And a new dawn. I just heard a new dawn. But this is a surrender deck, so we might as well grab one. Just one more card for Monica. Anything she needs to know about this thing she's meant to find and what she can surrender to in the process. Well, I said one, but now they're telling me two, so we're going for it. Ooh, yeah. And this is what holds most people back. So, like, par for the course, Monica, you're not special there. Fear is, like, hurting us all. So we got here, let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. So pretty much the collective reading. Pretty much the collective reading we did right before this. Look at that. But also surrender unhealthy relationships, which I know you have been dealing with some narcissistic ex stuff. But it says here, let go of the relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. But like I say, all the time on my channel, it's just true. It's just true. When you can release even items around your home that are no longer serving you, when you can release toxic people from your life, it's like that opens that energetic doorway for new and positive stuff to come in, stuff that's actually in alignment with you. Because maybe you were in alignment with these people and situations and things in the past, and your vibrations matched, and that's how it came in. But then when the vibrations started to have some dissonance to it, that's when it became real toxic and real unhealthy because you could see it. You could finally see it. But when you're in it, you don't see it. But, I mean, sometimes you do, but like then you'll try to talk yourself out of it or deny it. Like we've all been there with someone in our lives. And when you can rise above and see, it's like then you can know I'm energetically cutting these things out of my life that are no longer serving me. And almost like the instant you make that decision, new energy is already on its way to you. It's beautiful. So that's what they have for you. They wanted to kind of keep it vague, but like give you I don't know, detailed specifics, but like very vaguely centered. I don't know. Speaking in riddles, your guides, God love them. Yes. So cute, so fun. Not so fun for us, but fun for them, that's for sure. Oh, I love you. And thanks again, Jessie, for donating for Monica. You are just the sweetest ever. Yeah, Jessie has donated for every single person on the list today except for Michelle De Leon and Luna Divine, who was a holdover from last Saturday. She donated and then had to go, or her phone died, or she fell asleep. Something happened. But she commented that, thank you, I'll be back. So whether she comes back today or not, we will honor her donation at that point. So Jessie, it's your question time. And I'm going to turn this down now that it's not so dark in here because the sun came out, the clouds parted. Okay, this is all puffy. I don't know. I just feel like kind of taking these out. We're on day 6 hair, guys. Like, this is what happens to curly hair on day 6. It starts to look very wavy rather than curly. We're just going to roll with it. We're all friends here, right? Oh, there. Let's see what this whole situation looks like. There we go. Hat hair. Just trying to keep my braids back. A look behind the scenes. I just want it out of my face. I don't know. I'm gonna take a nice bath and then probably wash my hair tomorrow. But man, it's just bothering me. All right. Maybe I'll just do loose ponytails. How about that? I like this. Let the hair be crazy. There we go. All right. You still don't really know what to ask. I guess I'm going to go with whatever my guides have for me. Let's do that. Yeah. And we'll also kind of incorporate your higher self. Just get some messages. All right. There. I feel a little better. I just don't like when it's all puffy up on my face. So the braids may not have been the best idea, but it's better. Sorry, you guys didn't come here to watch me do my hair. It's in a hair and makeup tutorial channel. Though, should it be? No, it should not. I don't know much about any of that stuff. I don't mind watching it, but like, I could never. I don't like wearing so much makeup that I don't recognize my face. I like to see what I look like. Even if I didn't always like what I looked like, even when I'd wear really heavy makeup or something, it didn't feel like me. So like I can admire the art form of makeup, but for the most part, I don't wear a lot of it. I mean, you guys might make it differ. This might be more than most of you wear, but like this is about as glammed up as you'll ever see me. Yeah, I don't use foundation or concealer. Like, nope. I mean, as a kid, like teenager through mid 20s, even into my 30s, I had like bad acne, like horrendous, like 100+ zits on my face at a time kind of acne. Bad. And using any kind of concealer or like even foundation, it highlighted it that much worse when you're like right here. So like, nope, not for me. And even into my almost 40-year-old skin, like I just like it bare and naked. I don't care. Keep whatever tiny amount of wrinkles I have. I don't care. I don't really have any yet, thank goodness. But if I did, hey, I'll rock with it. I don't care. I'll age when I age. You stopped wearing it mostly in rebellion of the way I was told I had to present myself publicly. Yeah. And see, like, I've always been rebellious of the way I should present myself publicly because of the hair color and texture. Like, this is just two things that are very not the norm. People wearing their natural hair and people having red hair, very rare, at least back in the day. So, like, I used to chemically straighten my hair, and then I would, like, horrendously, like, I at times would use a very hot iron, like clothing iron, like put my hair down and iron it in high school, like so damaging. But like now that I know how to at least take care of it in a way that it's not one big frizz puff, it's better. Okay, enough about my hair and makeup. Let's get into, oh no, we got hair on me. Let's get into Jessie's question from her higher self guides. Anything Jessie needs to know. I really do feel like calling in the higher self. Not that the guides don't know what's up, they do. But the higher self, think of this. Your guides really are just higher versions of yourself. And again, there's no hierarchy. They're not better than us. It's just we're incarnate, they are not. That's how we're differentiating this. Because when we are not incarnate, we are. God, if we knew what we were, if we knew what we really were, we would be in tears and on our knees like, I bow to the majestic majesty of who I am. And not in a creepy way, but in a like surrendered kind of way. You know what I mean? Like who we are on a higher self and soul level is like the worship and idolization you have for like your favorite celebrity or God or your favorite musician, you know, like that's, but then some, like that's the level, like beyond that level is who we actually are. So we're calling in Jessie's higher self right now. Let's get a message. Anything Jessie needs to know, anything you want to talk about specifically for Jessie, please. Ooh. Yes, you're already on this with the Three of Pentacles. Collaboration, working with people to create something. I think you already know what this is referring to, so I think you're on the right track with that. I'm not going to spill the beans yet, because here's a hot tip, Jessie. Don't share all of your ideas before you start taking action on them, because people can come in and sabotage that. Even well-wishing people like friends, family members, of course, whoever you've already told, it's out of the bag, whatever. But those you haven't told yet, maybe just say, I'm working on something secret, super secret project. That's fine. But the least amount of different people's energies you can get tied up into something before you even have your footing and your confidence, the better. So keep it under wraps as much as you can until you're ready to talk about it. Just like I did with the Patreon. I knew for a year and a half I was going to get the Patreon going, and I had a pretty general idea of what I was going to offer. I just didn't know the price points or what I would call the tiers and all that. So I didn't tell anybody except my husband and maybe some family members, but they didn't even know what Patreon was, so it didn't matter anyway. But I just kind of kept that my own little thing. Yes. When you tell people, because that's really what happened with my first book as well, which I'm still in the process of drafting, and because I took like a year and a half off from writing completely just to focus on the channel and the other channel. But I told so many people, and it almost made me feel like the book was written and out there because there was so much excitement around it. And then I just didn't have the motivation to continue writing for the time because I was so focused on this stuff, which I wasn't telling every person in my life about. So like, not that I got their input like, oh, you shouldn't write that or you should write this. No, I just told them I'm writing a book. And that alone really, yeah, it kind of took over and became its own thing. So when I go back to writing, it's probably not going to be like all over Facebook. It'll probably be in my close-knit community that I'm talking about it, not just everywhere, which I'm kind of thinking I'm done with Facebook. I'm so sick of Facebook. But anyway, Jessie, back to you. Enough about me. Eight of Pentacles. It's going to be a lot of hard work, a lot of time investment, but it's going to be a labor of love because the card that comes after the Eight of Pentacles is the Nine of Pentacles. Hard work paying off, but it's going to be a great creative outlet for you to just connect with like-minded people and just people that, you know, you wouldn't have known if you weren't that vulnerable and showed this beautiful part of yourself. You and the people involved in this. So yeah, this is going to be really good. But again, it's going to be a lot of time investment. So really thinking if you're up for the challenge, which I think you are, because Spirit's saying this is a great idea. This is going to be such a cool little outlet for you to be creative and show your true, beautiful, look at that. And there's another 3 people. Look at that. Can we just for a second take this in? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I don't think I even need to say anything about just the symbolism on this card. I think should be enough to let you know exactly what's up. But the card itself, the sun, this is happiness. This is, yes, mic drop. This is abundance. This is just pure happiness and soul family and connection. Beautiful, just beautiful. And that color yellow. All right, let's see what else Jessie's higher self wants her to know. Please, ooh, this one and this one. All right. Yeah. 2 aces. This is like a double new beginning. A double new beginning. 2 aces. You got half the aces out of this deck pulled at the same time. Like that's not common. But this is emotional fulfillment, contentment, love, possible future pregnancy because, you here, pregnant queen. But also Ace of Wands. This is, creative inspiration, ideas, a spiritual journey, really diving into who you are on a soul level. You're at the precipice of really diving into something that is just blowing your mind and igniting your soul and reminding you why you incarnated. Because a lot of the stuff from your past was very traumatic for you and very involved, and you were so focused on helping other people and being there for other people and then beating yourself up that you're not enough for other people. that the rest of your life is now, you're going to be the main focus, you and your little family. Maybe the people associated with the family kind of on the periphery, you know, they dip in and maybe they need dealt with and whatever, and maybe, you know, you have close friends and stuff, but like you're focused on your family and your soul family and yourself. First and foremost, to loving yourself, self-love. That's so powerful, so empowering. Denny's so ready to have another kid. Oh my God, he's been talking about it like crazy. Yes. Wow. That is so cute. So amazing. All right. Any other advice for Jessie, please? Jessie's higher self. Page of Cups. So that Page of Cups takes that Ace of Cups. So this could be a pregnancy. I mean, this is a pregnancy card through and through. And then you have this card that indicates pregnancy, the Sun that also indicates pregnancy or child, and there's an actual pregnant lady there. So if this is not literal, which it can still be, but if this is not literal, this is absolutely you birthing something new into reality, new creation, new connection, more of your own higher self, more of your spiritual gifts, all of the above and everything in between. Wow. That's powerful. All right, let's just get one more to wrap all of this in a pretty bow. Stop it, Spirit, quit it. Same vibe. Can we not see this? This is collaboration, this is celebration, this is communion, coming together with soul family. Same people on these cards. Am I right here? Look at that. Same people. the maiden, the maiden, the mother, and the crone. That's that beautiful feminine trifecta. See, Jessie's word of the day is wow. Does anyone remember Pee-wee's Playhouse with the word of the day? Anytime someone said the word of the day, all like the weird little chair character and all the other characters would be like, ah! Oh my gosh. If that's not confirmation, I don't know what is. And then we got the moon, the mother, seeing the bigger picture, seeing underneath the surface, there lies so much more potential than we've ever given ourselves credit for. And there's your 18 for your confirmation on that as well. Yes, yesterday. Wow. Yes, right. That's crazy, isn't it? Oh, I love it. See, this is just further confirmation. So this should tell you alone, Jessie, that you're already tuning into your own higher authority, your own guides, your own higher self. You don't even need me. Like, you're already doing the thing. You guys, all of you are so much more powerful than you give yourselves credit for. I'm just saying. You don't need me at all. Just saying. Not that I don't like to have you here, because I love to have you all here, but just saying. You guys are so amazing, so powerful, powerful kings and queens that you are. I just love vibing with you all. I love you all so much. Oh, big hugs, everybody. Okay, Maria. Maria will be next. Yeah, I actually still have 2 spots open. I think 2 spots open if anyone wants to donate between now and when I'm done. Absolutely. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, because they're holdover. I don't know if she'll be here. All right. Absolutely. Someone can support you all day. Limitless support comes from the Most High. That's absolutely true, Dana. Absolutely. Amen. Yep. 2 more donations I can take. So if Kat donates, I can take 1 more. Then I will say that the list is closed. So Ethan, if you can keep track of if of that, because I totally forgot. I'm just vibing over here. I'm like, oh wait, I did set a limit today, didn't I? Oh no. Because like I say, guys, I have these intentions, like I'm only taking this many donations and then I'm going to go self-care Saturday. But then I get too excited to stay here and hang out with you guys and just be doing readings all day, which is still good for my vibe. But like as far as me actually diving in and facing my wounds and doing my work, not so good. But it is good. It's very healthy for me to still partake of all of this amazing energy. But I still need to also counterbalance that by doing the healing, doing the thing. Can we go with my brother Nerio's reading before I have to go, please? Oh, yes, we can do that. And Kat just donated, so we can add her to the list. So is that how you pronounce his name? Nerio? Nerio? Man, I don't know. Spirit knows. I just look like an idiot over here trying to mispronounce everyone's names all the time. All right. Thank you, Monica. I see your text. I'm going to read it in a little while and see what you pulled for me. You're so sweet. All right. And was his just from higher self as well? Let me scroll back through my donations just to double check here. I don't know why, but I have the need this so he can receive positive vibes. Okay. So just anything, do you just want anything that comes through? Well, welcome to you. Welcome to you. Thanks again, Monica. We love you. We love you so much. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Get some rest. Do some healing. Release some emotions. I know that's what I'm going to do later. All right. I didn't even know why, but I felt the need to do so. Okay, so let's just get some messages for him. Just anything that needs to come through for Nerio. And if I'm mispronouncing his name, Spirit knows exactly who we're trying to get in contact about. All right, so his hard work is paying off. There's been something he's been really working for. And this might even be something, to me, this does feel like his career or his job. But there's something, maybe even he recently got some sort of promotion or just feels more empowered at work in some way. Because I do see that he is a hard worker. He's someone who will work diligently for the goals that he has. And for the money, the resources that he has. He's not afraid to roll up his sleeves and do some hard work. You definitely see he's a good worker, hard worker. Yeah, and he really is owning like inspirational things. Maybe he's wanting to take a step back from work all the time, because look, even though this is because the Eight of Pentacles is more of a work card, this is the work paying off and needing maybe a bit of a vacation, a break, a rest, something like that. But this is all about him feeling inspired maybe to do, I think that's picking up on my energy and not his. No, I really do see this as his energy, even though it feels like yours. But that's the interesting thing about a lot of family members. They may be going through similar things, but like on the surface, things look very different. But like the underlying depth is the same kind of vibe. Yeah, it's interesting how that is. But let's just tune in. Let's just see what's going on. Anything that needs to highlight to let Jesse know that this is definitely Nerio's energy. The Hanged Man. Well, I think you could probably feel this same thing too, but he really does feel like his hands are tied with something. And I think this has to do with the family. I think boundaries. This really does ring boundaries to me. And I know, Jesse, you've been, kind of speaking your truth more and putting up better boundaries with certain people in your life. But this person is almost someone who wants to break through other people's boundaries and doesn't know, like, especially with you, like he doesn't know a way into your new boundaries. And it might even frustrate him, or he might even talk some ish about you, maybe to his wife or other family members. Like, why can't she just relax? Like, and try to talk them into his side of things, possibly. Let's see. Anything else? Yeah, because look, the devil, like he wants to act like he's the good guy, like he's doing all these awesome nice things, like, see, I just gave you money, see, I just gave you ice cream, but like it's not from his heart. It's because he's got a hidden motive, a hidden agenda. So like, yeah, the surface energy feels very much like you, but this, no, not so much at all. But I think because you are, tied up with what he's got going on, energetically speaking, family vibes. That's why that might have felt a little bit like your energy. But yeah, he may even be, trying to literally sweet talk you. I just keep going back to that ice cream, like sweet talk you into, I've changed. I'll do better next time. Why are you being so serious about all this? Like, no. So can Jesse trust him moving forward? Like, is he gonna shift his ways and not be so deceptive? It's interesting. I want to get a clarifying on this, but it's like big brother. He's the big brother, little sister, and it's like he still is operating. Like I was talking in a private session, I'm not going to say who it was, the other day, where her and her mother are having some issues, and it's like the mother, even though she's in her the daughter's in her 30s, the mother still treats her like an 8-year-old child, and is like, no, I know best. I'm the mother. It's like, well, I'm an adult too with my own children. Like I have my own life. I got my own stuff going on. And maybe he still operates as who he did when you were growing up, like the pecking order of being siblings. And yeah, I'm in charge here. And let's clarify if he can eventually adjust to seeing that you are on equal footing now. It's no big brother versus little sister. It's equal footing here, because you have your own lives, and he has no more right to anything than you do. Yeah, I think he's going to eventually see through his old ways, but it might take some time. I mean, this might be a couple years worth. This might be a couple years of you just standing your ground and holding loving space and boundaries for him and letting him know just exactly how he can operate in your life. And then he'll fall into line and be more emotionally available and invested in a way that maybe you've never seen him be. But in the meantime, it's very, I don't know. Do I trust you? Do I not? Like, I don't know. Let's just get some guidance or advice for Jesse dealing with Nerio in the near future. Yeah, because in the near future, he's still up to his old ways. This is deception. This is treachery. This is cheating. This is going behind people's backs and, maybe taking one of these swords down and stabbing someone in the back. Sneaking around. But maybe on the surface, he's showing up like, hey, I'm here. I love you. I'm your brother. But like behind the scenes, he's talking ish. He's, he doesn't have the best intentions yet. But I see that there is a switch sometime between the next 3 to 5 years, which still seems like a very long time away, that he's going to start understanding. He's acting so much like a child himself, trying to, be almost like a father to his younger sister and tell her how to live her life, or no, I'm just going to show up when I want and do what I want with the family and take over. No, King's here now, I'm taking over. But this king actually isn't one that's like overbearing. So this is where he's shifting into. Maybe he's like the patriarch of the sibling family, because, once parents pass away, the oldest sibling becomes either the patriarch, matriarch of the family. And he's operating more in a kind of King of Swords in reverse right now, is really how it feels. But he has potential to step into King of Cups upright. Oh, your ears are ringing so much. You're super dizzy. I swear, I'm just calling upon his energy. Makes me feel sick. Yeah, because he does feel, especially since your mother and father, holy crap. Father card, mother card. Of course, Empress is also mother card, but Moon, emotions, and mother as well. But since your parents died, it's like he went into overdrive as the authority in the family. He may not have done that as much as a brother, but I still saw he had tendencies to do that before the parents passed away. But once your parents passed away, he went into overdrive with his, I'm going to get what I want. I don't care who it hurts. I'm going to do it for me, for money, for the fame, for the recognition, for whatever it is. And he works hard at it. He works hard to make himself look dang good to everybody. And look at all the hard things I'm doing. Everybody feels sorry for me. Like, I can really feel that, like, victimhood or martyrdom with him. But let's just get a clarifier again. Anything else? Ooh, it's falling out. Anything else we need to know about Nerio and Jesse? Yeah, he's changing his ways, because I was really picking up like a King of Swords in reverse energy, and there's 2 other kings. Someone who's very stable and committed to the family, maybe after a time of treachery and not being the best version of themselves, and also someone more emotionally involved. Oh my gosh, sorry. I just never care about him, and his wife are very, yeah, I can feel that. And, if it's up to you, your discretion, I would say at least the next 3 years, maybe even 5 years, he's going to still keep doing what he's been doing, and you're going to keep getting what he's always done with you. So really protect and guard and make the boundaries you need to make with your family where he's concerned, and use your intuition at every step of the way moving forward with him to see, what needs to be done, or can he be let in, and, all of that. But I do see he does have the potential to change things a lot for the better, especially like where you're concerned and family matters are concerned. He's going to want to show up as a better version of himself, but not for the next 3 to 5 years. And Spirit's like, you talk about time frames all the time, Amanda, but this does seem toward the longer end of that spectrum rather than, next year, if he really works hard. Like, I think it's still going to be 3 to 5 years, It's like a prison sentence. This is the reason why I needed to donate for him. Yeah, I can totally see. This message really helped you, though, knowing how to entertain his energy, right? Or disengage, whichever feels right in the moment. Yeah, because I can definitely see like manipulation tactics at play, and maybe even it's 121 does it say that, but even like his wife, like there's like narcissistic tendencies there. And not that your brother's a narcissist, but her being around really brings those traits out in him as well. If that makes sense. Like it might even appear that he's in charge in his family and pulling all the strings, but it's really her. Like she's wearing all sorts of pants in that relationship. Whether you guys know it or not, but like behind the scenes, she's the one, the bug in his ear saying all these things, trying to, orchestrate things to her advantage, not even to his advantage, but to her advantage. It's so hard for me to be in the same room. Yeah, and energy doesn't lie. So as long as he's going to remain in that energy, it's probably just best to keep your, love him. Obviously, you do love him, but you don't have to have everyone that you love in your life. Not everyone deserves a place at your table. I mean, there's only so many chairs at a table, right? Think of it like a Thanksgiving dinner. There's only so many chairs at the table, and you're going to want the ones who are the most supportive, the most loving, the most high vibe at your table at any given time. And when someone's no longer vibing high with you, they need to leave, and then someone else new can take their place. Because we only have so much energy for so many people in our lives that, like, all these people, like, I don't have any good friends. They're all toxic. It's like, well, dump the toxic friends, because when you dump those toxic friends, 8 places at your table, now eight new good high vibe friends are coming in to take their place. But as long as you have those placeholders of toxic friends at your table, nothing new can come through. Because energetically speaking, you're taxed out. You're maxed out. So yeah, play it safe for yourself, because I don't see him changing very soon. But the potential to change is there, and I do think it might end as a result of a divorce from his wife, because she feels like there's a big black spot, and then he's kind of immersed in the veil of the black, but like you can still see him through it. Like that's how Spirit brought their energy to me. It's like, yeah, he's kind of under the influence of this energy here. Hello, Brianna. Welcome. Good to see you. Okay, so were Maria, Patricia, Danny, Miguel, Carlos, were those all higher self messages as well, Jesse? We've got Lori. Is Lori here? I don't think I've seen her today on here. Yeah, they are higher self messages. Okay. So I don't know if you want to, Jesse, if you want to text Lori and ask if she just wants me to answer it and timestamp it, or if she wants me to hold her over. Like, I can do whatever she wants. But if you want to reach out to her, that would be awesome. Yeah, I don't think I saw her earlier. So I don't know if she knows. I did reach out to Monica to let Monica know that you donated, but I don't know if Lori knows. So maybe let her know. Oh, you tried to text her but haven't heard back. Okay. Well, I think what we'll do is we'll just put Lori on holdover. If she pops in, great. Pop. If she pops in, great. If not, divine timing. And I know Lori a lot of times likes to be there during her readings, so I could just get a message from Spirit or Pop or Nona for her, but I know she likes to be there for it. So like, yeah, might just put her holdover and we'll just see what happens. Because if it's not today, it might be later. Or I could even take care of her reading right before mentor session or something. I don't know. So, current list. So, oh, Diana and Kat. I didn't add them. But yeah, we did Nerio, so I took him off the list. But I just need to add Diana and Kat to mine. And then I got it. Thank you so much, Ethan. I appreciate that. And put yourself on the list as well, Ethan. Okay, so Diana or Kat. Yeah. Diana, then Kat. Okay. So now the list is full because we got Ethan on there. There is my list. Thank you. That's it. Okay, I'm going to say donations are closed. Self-care Saturday. Writing that part. Okay. Place. All right. So since we are just time stamping everybody else's, our next donation, then we can get into Diana's donation because I'm going to timestamp Maria, Patricia, Danny, Miguel, and Carlos. So we can do Diana, Kat, then Ethan, and then get into Maria, Patricia, Danny, Miguel, Carlos because they can be timestamped. So, hello, Burma. How are you, my friend? How have you been, girl? Always forget how itchy my forehead gets when I wear hats in the fall and winter. Oh, we're all there, Burma. Go watch the collective reading at the beginning. I bawled my head off at the beginning of the live stream because I'm just that cool. We're all feeling a little something these past couple weeks and probably will continue to be for a while. Okay. Yeah, you go get ready for your birthday party that you're going to, Ethan. But I can just, I don't know, timestamp it because I got to timestamp all those other ones as well. Otherwise, I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'd probably be done in the next hour. I don't see that this would take me more than an hour. Let's see. Oh no, her daughter was just in an accident. Oh, that's so sad. Hopefully she's okay. Sending positive and healing vibes to your cousin's daughter. Oh my gosh. Oh, you'll just wait. Okay, that sounds good. So Diana, it's okay to submit your question. Absolutely. Go ahead and do that. I'm actually going to go over to the Light Seers Tarot for this one. They're calling me over that way. Usually when they do, there's a specific depiction or difference in the cards we pull over here than the ones I was already working with that really makes sense in the reading, and I never know it until the reading's taking place, so it's always a cool surprise. Much love. Yes, much love to you. Yeah, things have been like off the rails crazy busy for me, that so much so that I like crashed and burned this week, and I just need like a break, like a moment to just catch my breath, especially what's going on. You can watch the whole thing. I kind of got into it at the beginning of my live stream here today. If you go back to the beginning collective read, pretty much the first 26 minutes, I'm just venting all my frustrations and problems about the world. Okay, about a month ago, I started dating an old flame from childhood. It was doing great, but I think I self-sabotaged and ruined any chance of seeing where it would go. Okay. Yeah, no worries, Irma. I'm just saying for your benefit, in the reading, a lot of good stuff came up through all the hardships we're all going through right now. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, so yeah. If you feel compelled to watch it anyway. If you don't, no worries. I'm not sure what my question is, but I would just like some insight from my spirit guides. Okay, so the old flame from childhood that Diana was with, she thinks she might have self-sabotaged or ruined any chance of seeing where it would go. Let's just feel into this from spirit. Any messages for Diana about this connection? If I should move on or if we can still be reconciled. Well, you can definitely reconcile. This is a soulmate connection. That's why there was this, kind of magnetic attraction between the two of you, even if you didn't feel it in childhood. But the fact a lot of times that we meet people in childhood to really establish like energetic basis with them, and then even if we don't really vibe with them 100% as a child, maybe if we meet them again years later, it's like good stuff. And that's such a cool like trope, like in romance novels, like a trope meaning like a kind of a theme or things that happen. Childhood friends that become eventual lovers. I love that trope. It's such a fun deal. And on the back of the deck, Ace of Cups, this is new love, which obviously, because we're talking about a person, this is a new beginning with this person. But I have a feeling Spirit's really showing me like an Ace of Swords energy too. Just being open and honest. Like, honesty is the best policy. The truth shall set you free. All the cliches, like, just whatever it is that you felt you self-sabotaged, coming to him and saying, I know this happened, or I said that, or whatever, but this is what I really meant. I was hurt in the moment. That's why, or, whatever it was. Maybe you spoke too soon, whatever it was. But, oh my gosh, this is the higher octave of the Two of Cups, the lovers. And this is a decision. This is a choice. Do we reconcile or do we go our separate ways? But with all this is an absolute reconcile. Please reconcile. Or at least try. At least try to give this one more chance because it's so worth doing. This is so worth doing. You've been wanting to explain yourself because I said things that I think he took a certain way that I didn't mean. Yeah, and if you can clarify what you meant, yeah, because that's what that Ace of Swords that Spirit was showing me. Like, when the Ace of Swords isn't there, you're confused. It's muddy. You don't really know what people mean. But when the Ace of Swords comes in, that's clarity. That's understanding. That's a new beginning with communication and actually getting news or communicating or reaching out to someone or someone reaching out to you. Yeah, Queen of Cups, which is interesting because this kind of fell out before I even asked your question, which this is where you're at. This is your energy. This is you just wanting him to know how you feel. Not like to see things your way, but like to know how you feel about him, about the relationship, about life, and just using your intuition. Like, this is such a theme with the Queen of Cups, is using your intuition and speaking from the heart. Sorry about that. But speaking from the heart, really showing up as the queen that you are and owning any, wounds that you may have given him or misunderstandings, misinterpretations, and just saying, I didn't mean to mess up. And, he should understand. We'll get some clarity on that in a second. But if he's an understanding person, he'll understand that he can feel that beautiful vibration and energy beneath all the stuff that happened. And just know to the soul of things, like, that you are a good person with good intentions and that this thing has legs. This is even past life energy here. Like, you've had lifetimes as lovers, as brother and sister, as friends, as, enemies, as father and son. Like, you've had lives, lots of lives together. And that's why there is this familiarity with him. And my right ear didn't ring, but it kind of like opened up like it was going to start ringing and then nothing. So that to me really does represent, the right side of the body is the masculine side of the body. And the ears are, opening to communication, listening to his side of things too. Not just you getting it all out about what you want to say, but also listening to his side of things. Because masculine side of the body, I love when Spirit uses my body to say with messages. I love that because it's so powerful. So from his end, how does he see things? Where is he currently standing in his energy in regards to Diana, please, Spirit? Anything we need to know? Aw, you are like a wish come true to him. And he wants this to work. I have major chills. He wants this. Even if he said he doesn't, he lied. He lied if he said he doesn't, because he can feel this just as much as you can. Just as much. I got chills all the way down my legs now. He can feel this just as much as you. And, again, he might feel hurt or kind of confused right now. But deep down and subconsciously and on a soul level, this is what he wants. And the star comes after the tower. He did say he doesn't. I was like, yeah, no, he can feel this. He can. he may be in denial and in his own little wounds and feels about it when he said that, but ultimately he does feel deeper than he's allowing you to know. Okay, so where is he currently in his energy, please? Huh? Yeah, that Empress. He sees you as that queen, as that Empress in his life. And, you know, just kind of like mother. There may even be something with his mother, like issues with his mother, that maybe he saw a reflection of that in you and it triggered him to pulling back. That could be what it is. Or something about his mom not being there emotionally for him the way he needed it. And he's kind of thinking par for the course, like maybe all of my female relationships end up the same way as they did with my mother, at least on an emotional level. Even if the mother's still in his life, like there's some emotional unfulfillment in his life with the mother that I think he dreams of having in his life. Someone who can be nourishing and emotional and amazing, because you got the lower octave of the Lovers and you got the lower octave of the Empress right here. So you have both the soul aspect and the human aspect here and here. That's powerful. This is not just any run-of-the-mill, quick little, oh, I guess we were together, now we're not. This is big stuff. Like this is like life lessons you're learning through this. Like this is like reasons for incarnating. Like so much is wrapped up in this. So whether you do reconcile or not, because I think, you know, ultimately it will be up to both of you feeling heard and listening to the other person's side and then deciding from there, because that Lover's card is about a decision. But I see a lot of support from spirit surrounding your connection. But it's all centered around communicating and being open and honest. And look, you've known each other for a very long time. And I don't know if it's potential for you to even have children in this life together, or eventually if you already have children and maybe he already has children. I don't know your situation, but Spirit's showing there are children invested in this, and pairing it with the Empress, maybe possible future children. If you're like, no, that door's closed, or no, I don't want that, then this could even be like sharing pets, sharing a household, sharing childhood memories. I mean, you can interpret this many ways. So whatever really resonates for you. But you also have romantic feelings. So he still has these romantic feelings, and they are real and worth exploring. But let's get one more. Just anything Diana needs to know to close out this reading and let her know direction. Yeah, and this was on the back of the deck before I shuffled. So you have two cards talking about new love, new beginning in love. Two cards. I mean, you got two cards here of the same message. Two cards here. Where is it? Here of the same message. And then these two cards are the same message. Holy cow. So that's almost like beating us over the head with, this is the message, times two, times two, times two. So starting out, just going in and, or, you know, communicating. Communication. Did I mention communication? Or maybe even possibly some communication. That's really important. And if I didn't mention communication yet, let's mention some communication. Okay, I'm done being annoying, but you get the memo, right? You get it. And communicating from the heart, not just wounds. Because wounds are one thing, but coming from the heart with your pain is a completely other ballgame. And I think you both can do that and have a renewed passion, because like Ace of Wands, this is my phallic card. I mean, there's no real wand here. It's kind of just a flame, more or less, but you know, it's like that phallic symbol, just one wand standing straight up. Like, interpret at your own will. They're telling me now to get one moonology as well for you, Diana, so I'm gonna do that. All right, anything else for Diana? Ooh, it went flying. Yeah, it's time to release negativity. So just releasing whatever went wrong, working together to have that new beginning. But before that new beginning can be had, I think there are feelings that need worked out before you can get there. And, you know, working things out on your own can only go so far, but you'll have to, you know, have that communication with him, that long heart-to-heart conversation with him, get on board with him and hear what he has to say, let him speak his truth as well, and then take it from there. All right, Diana. Hope that helps a little bit. It was a very clear message. No beating around the bush here today with Spirit, with your question at all. They were right to the point. Aw, you are so welcome. Absolutely. Okay. Yeah, our donation lists are closed for the day. I'm sorry. I'm trying to take care of myself. We've already been live an hour and 39 minutes, and I'm just working my way through the list now. So, up next, we've got Kat. So, Kat can go ahead and post her question, and then we'll have Ethan, and then I will tackle all of the timestamps for the Soto family. All right. And Lori, if she decides to come by, we will absolutely honor that today. All right. Yeah, very clear, even if I wasn't. No, Spirit knows. We don't even have to really formulate like the precise question because Spirit already knows. Like they know. They know better than we do when we think we know better. Like it's just a thing. Oh, that's so good. Well, hopefully things go the way you want them to and you can get back on track with this reignition of your love life. Yes, Ethan, I was going to work on that this weekend and did not. But I justified keeping it today just because I did do a free reading at the beginning, which I said on the title, free collective reading. And then that's why the thumbnail says that. But like for future thumbnails, I need to fix that because I think a lot of people just think that's all I'm doing. Which, I didn't mind doing it back in the day, but like now I have so many donation questions that I want to honor that energy exchange over and above just someone coming in here to look for something for free. Which is interesting because like I would never go to someone's channel and ever think someone should or would give me something for free, but not to say that there's anything wrong with that because I love giving things away. I do. But me, myself, I would never expect someone to just give me something. And if they did, I would either try to give them something back or go pay it forward somewhere else. Like, that's just how I roll. But not everyone's like that, which, that's perfectly amazing and valid too. Yeah, that could be Nelly. I think, yeah. They might be like, oh, free reading. Well, I'm going to post my question. Which, nothing wrong with that. I just need to be more clear. More Ace of Swords with what I've got going on over here. Because communication is key. All right. So, cat. Crystals for chest problems. Rose quartz is really good. Also, rhodochrosite. Are you talking like specifically like lung stuff or breast stuff? Because they kind of do resonate with both. Rhodonite as well. Udiolite, which is very pricey. But Udiolite also does work for that Zeal chakra, and that's the only reason I have it. I got like a little rough $16 one, which was a great deal because the price on that, especially if they're like polished gemstone types, are very pricey. But if you can find them rough and raw, they're really good. But that's a really good one for even the higher heart chakra, just all of that going on. And I also heard lapis lazuli, which usually kind of registers more up here, but Spirit's got other ideas. Lung stuff. Oh, a lot of phlegm. Yeah. Rose quartz is probably your most inexpensive source for just, putting them in your bra. I ain't no stranger to putting a bunch of crystals in my bra, right? You hear those? They're everywhere. Crystals for days. Yeah, rose quartz, rhodonite, rhodochrosite, udiolite, like I said. Trying to think of some I don't have that I've heard are great, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. Fuchsite. I don't know anything about fuchsite. I don't have any, but Spirit just gave me the term fuchsite. I've heard of it, but I don't know. But look into that. Just see what comes up. Itchy forehead from my hat. Okay. Yes, I love rose quartz. Polished, rough, doesn't matter. Whatever resonates for you, get it, wear it, use it, have it around you, have it in your aura. Yeah, go ahead and post your question, and then we'll just kind of call out for Kat. And if she probably looked at that list and was like, yeah, I got a couple hours now. I can go do something else and come back. Because when she donated, I don't think she knew she was kind of top of the list here. Go ahead, Ethan. We'll get right into yours. And then call out for Kat. If she's not here, we'll start on the Soto family list. All right. Well, card already came out for Ethan. Spirit already knows your question, Ethan, even if you don't. Anything regarding pole dancing and singing, that's if you're fine with adding singing into it. Yeah, just what your art forms, your amazing art forms. Okay, so the one that came out was the King of Wands. So this is someone who knows their artistic talents and creative abilities, and they run with it. He's literally holding a pole. So like, run with it. And wherever Leo is in your chart, Ethan, I know you're kind of like, I think I know a little bit about astrology, but like not a lot. Maybe look into where your house of Leo is and any placements you have within the sign of Leo. This can really aid you in knowing like how to go about it. Yeah. And I think this might even bring you like people like attracted to you, like watching you just own this amazing like creative expression with yourself. Like it's very attractive, not always sexually attractive, but like energetically, it's very attractive to other people to see someone really owning their own creative expression. It's really beautiful. But we also have the Knight of Pentacles. So this is something you really can take the distance. You're not in any hurry to like know everything yesterday and get out there and start performing, but like your interest is there and maybe you're practicing. So this is something that will evolve over time. Absolutely. You're dancing at lunch and people are cheering. See, exactly. Like they love to see it. Remember that past life you had where you were literally choreographing like light language into your movements and creating like, you know, like they do rain dances and all of that. You had like these beautiful devotions to, you know, God or higher power through the use of your body and movements. And also singing is another powerful way to pay, you know, gratitude to the divine as well. So I'm really seeing that both of these art forms are something that you will enjoy for a very long time during your life. Whether you become an, like, I don't know, professional or just do it for fun, like that's really up to you. Because Spirit's just kind of allowing you to set the stage with, no pun intended, with what you want to do with this. Maria, Carlos, Patricia, we can save Danny and Miguel for another day. Okay, we can do that. So let's see. Singing and pole dancing for Ethan. Any advice, wisdom, guidance? Yeah, Eight of Pentacles. This is something, Knight of Pentacles, like I said, you're going to take it the distance. Eight of Pentacles is all about putting in the hard work, really tuning and fine-tuning your skills, your abilities by practicing, by working toward it, just having that passion with it, which, yes, you do, Page of Wands. This is someone very inspired, very passionate. But you've got the gamut from the court card, from the page, and then the Knight and Queen go, and then the King. So you've run the gamut of the higher octave cards in the Wand suit, or the court cards, I should say, of the Wand suit. So it's like you've got that passion now, and this is your like ultimate potential. Is really taking this the distance. So yeah, just bringing this beautiful idea to life. I don't know if you've thought about even dancing like in college. I know even if you're not like going for like a dance major, because like at my college, I went for a media arts major, but I took a dance class. I was a dancer in high school and earlier, but I didn't dance in college so much. But I took a dance writing class. Like I learned about like Isadora Duncan and, oh man, put me on the spot. I don't remember everything now. The different dance troupes and oh my gosh, why can't I think of any of them? I feel like an idiot right now. I was so involved. Like I remembered this stuff for years. It's like at the verge of my periphery of remembrance. Where is it, Spirit? I'll probably remember when the live stream's over. Like, oh, it's this. Devashan. Oh, yes. Dance. Yes. Devashan dance troupe. We learned a lot about them. And yeah, just like interpretive dance and just dancing just for the sake of dancing, not having like a real rhyme or reason to it, just dancing for the love of it. Look up Isadora Duncan if you want to just be inspired about dance. She's such an amazing inspiration. I wrote a whole paper on her. But yeah, let me see. Maybe I should apply light language to my dance. Yeah, just put the intention in there because everything in life starts with our intention. Our intention is everything. Okay. So let's get another card here for Ethan about his music, his dancing. Oh, you might like, there's a band called Half Alive, Ethan. Oh yeah, I'll spell all this out for you. So Half Alive. Oops, sorry about the caps. I'm not yelling. Half Alive, and then Isadora Duncan. Yeah, Half Alive. They sing, but they do all these cool little like dance moves in their music videos. They were actually at they were openers for 21 Pilots at the Takeover tour, at the show I went to. Well, Arrested Youth and then Half Alive performed right after them. So I actually saw them live, and wow, so cool. Like they do all sorts of cool dance with the music. So maybe looking into that. We have here, I love this with what we got. We've got a master number 44. We've also got the perfect storm, the courage to step into life. And I know at the beginning of summer, I think it was, when we did a reading where I kept seeing you up on stage. You're like, I'm terrified. I've got stage fright. I could never. I think you're learning to have more courage to be kind of in a spotlight rather than just blending into the background. Yeah, that's really beautiful. So just having that courage to step into what you want to experience in life is half the battle. And setting beautiful, loving intentions, I mean, you're halfway there. And then start taking action on it. So that's really cool. I love that. What a fun little reading for you, Ethan. But yeah, you have the power to take this to distance. It's all about what you want to do here. Yay. All right. I'm glad you're getting more courage. I can definitely feel it already. I can feel it. All right. So up next, we've got Kat, if she's here. Kat, if she's here. I'm not sure if she's here. So we will do Maria and Carlos and Patricia today, and then Danny and Miguel for another day. So I'm actually going to write that down, Jesse, so I have it here on my little list of knowing. All right, where's my pen? My kids move on my stuff. Actually, half the time it's me, and then I blame it on the kids. Yep, it was me this time. It's right here. Okay, so we are doing Maria, Carlos, Patricia. I wrote Mario. Maria, Carlos, Patricia. So we will hold over Danny and Miguel for next time with Luna Divine. Unless Luna Divine is here and wants to claim her reading today, we will absolutely honor that. So, cat, 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 Kit Kat. Is Cat here anywhere? If not, I will start with Maria's question, which is just a message from higher self. And I'm going to find... Ethan, did you have my list? There we go. There it is. Maria. Okay, so Kat, we will hang out with you when you get back. So Maria it is. Let's get into Maria's question. So if anyone sees Kat, let her know she's next. Okay. Yeah, because I bet she took one long glance at that list and was like, well, this is going to be a couple hours now, because she was at the end of a very long list at the time. Okay. So, Maria, message for Maria from her higher self, from spirit, from her guides. Any beautiful, loving guidance from Maria? Well, brighter days are ahead, that's for sure. This usually traditionally has a baby riding on a horse in the Rider-Waite. So this is also a children card. So happy time spent with children, celebrations, get-togethers, gatherings, hanging out with friends and family, just feeling the love, feeling really beautiful vibes, you know, and just feeling so good. Yeah, I don't just take people's questions when they demand it. Sorry. All the donations that I'm doing are people who actually paid. I did my free thing at the beginning. I'm definitely changing my thumbnails, Ethan. Great suggestion. It's already on my radar, but you saying it just reaffirms I definitely need to do that. Yeah. So, Maria. Yeah. So, I think this is like a light at the end of the tunnel for you, Maria, because, and I didn't timestamp Maria. I'd say 1:52-ish. 1 hour, 52 minutes, and 00-ish. I'll write ish. She'll get what I mean. Okay. But for Maria, this beautiful time ahead, light in the distance, is coming after just kind of feeling some grief, some sadness, just depression, just kind of wondering, just wishing life was more emotionally fulfilling, not so boring, go with the flow, or even toxic at times, or just you feel almost out of control in your own life, or maybe even an observer of your own life, like you don't have much control or say, or if you do, it's almost like you've just not good surrendered, but like fatalistically surrendered, like, well, I guess this is my life, this is my job, this is how I'm treated all the time. You're coming out of this though, because you're dumping out the Ace of Cups, which is self-love. This is new love, like a reignition of passion in any existing love or romantic relationship in your life. Just a renewed sense of passion in life in general and emotional happiness. Maybe after, though, a time of healing, doing an emotional purge, some healing, dark night of the soul vibes with this one a lot of times as well, which is never easy. But as a result of you going through some of this stuff, we've got, I got a text, sorry. We've got the Queen of Swords. This is somebody who is not settling for anything less, Maria. You are, it's like, you're done. You're done playing small. You're done having other people walk all over you. You're setting boundaries, because this queen has some very firm boundaries. People know not to cross her. People know, when she's had enough, you better get out of the way. Not to say you're going to go on a rampage or anything like that, Maria, but this is just you establishing some new and healthy boundaries with other people, and even in your own home, like to have enough boundaries to take care of yourself, to do things you enjoy, and have alone time. Because I think you do thrive with some alone time, but you're just not really getting that alone time. Or if you are getting the alone time, it's almost like you're busy spinning your wheels rather than actually doing the things that would help heal you or give you better boundaries and really fill that cup back up. Because remember, you're dumping out your own cup here. It's like you're sacrificing your own love, happiness, desires, wishes, fulfillment to make other people happy. And you don't have to do that, because look, you're the sun. So really, you do have unlimited resources and energy. It's just that you forgot that. And you're operating thinking, well, I've got just this little candle flame, when in reality, you do have the sun. But in order to tap into that sun, Maria, you have to give yourself more alone time, more love, more contentment, more time spent creating things that you enjoy. I mean, even if you're not good at anything artistic, you don't have to be. The point isn't being good at something. It's just enjoying your time doing something just for the sake of doing it, not even to have some sort of specific outcome. But just doing something you enjoy is very important for you coming up. I think it has to do with family, just feeling more family contentment and contentment at work as well. But we've got the Knight of Pentacles on the floor here. This has been something we've had talked about. Yeah, we've got the Knight of Pentacles here. And this knight, they understand that they want to make changes in their lives. They're blaringly aware of what needs to change in their lives. And they know they can't just do it all at once. I can't change my bad habits, my relationships, my job, my home, my everything all at one go in 1 week and have everything realized and ready and on to the next. No, this is a process. So realizing, and most processes, most healing, it starts with you. It starts with on the inside, and then it starts being reflected outside. So there might be a lot of internal healing you're going to be doing over the next, maybe even 3 months, I'm seeing timeline-wise. But those inner changes and reflections, or inner changes, are going to start reflecting into the external world, where you're going to be like, well, I changed a couple bad habits, and now I'm no longer willing to put up with this toxic relationship, or this toxic job, or this toxic whatever. And you're either freeing yourself from the toxic thing, or communicating to the toxic thing in your life, hey, you're toxic. I might be toxic too, and maybe in the past I showed up as toxic, but I'm not doing that anymore, and neither are you. And if you are, bye. Like, that's what this queen does, because this queen communicates exactly what she wants. No one's left guessing when the Queen of Swords is around what she wants out of life, because she's living her dream, 1. And 2, if someone comes in that's going to interrupt that, she's going to let them know. Usually, sometimes with some of these other cards here, in a loving way. You're not going to just, bite everyone's head off the second they cross your path. No. But maybe there are days that happens, mom vibes, right? But you're finding a new footing, and it takes time. Because this almost feels to me, I said finding a new footing. I said, look at the Five of Cups. So I did. And it's almost like she tripped, she fell. And now she's about ready to get back up. Yes, she's, again, it's a process. This, remember, yeah, the point of that pinnacle, we know what we want. We want happiness, but like, how do we get there? And I'm not going to be happy this whole journey till I get there. No, you got to enjoy little bouts of happiness along the way. Just like we talked about in that collective reading at the beginning, where I bawled my head off at the beginning of the live stream. Yeah. All right. So I hope that resonated for you, Maria. Wonderful message. Okay. So Carlos's turn. Let's get a message from Carlos at 2 hours, 24 seconds. 2 hours, 24 seconds. Okay. For Carlos, message from higher self. Ooh, Page of Cups. So there's a good surprise coming. News of something exciting, something fulfilling. Could be a letter, could be a text, could just be a new idea that you are starting a new process with or starting something new with. And it's exciting. And it's a surprise. And usually the Page of Cups, unless it's in reverse, this is something that's a really good surprise. Like so out of left field, you're just like, whoa, oh my gosh, I never would have guessed. But it's good, like in a good way, Carlos. Okay, good. So what is this surprise? What's this epiphany? What's this change? Emotional fulfillment, I'm hearing. Yeah, this is just seeing things a different way. Because Carlos, you might have felt stuck in certain situations, or even just in your own head, your own belief systems about, well, this is the way life is, or this is who I am, or that's who they are. This is how things are. But you're realizing you don't just continue to see it that way. You can see things, when you're hanging upside down, everything is inverted. Everything is upside down and backwards and inside out. And sometimes it takes everything kind of feeling like, what in the actual F is going on around here, to get to that point where you're like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not settling. This is very tied in with Maria. Oh, it's Maria's boyfriend. I'm like, this is very tied in with Maria's reading. So I don't know if they're dealing with similar people, or maybe it's just things going on in the household. Like, perfect example for me, there's not anything bad going on in my household with the people. It's just the systems in place. The organization has completely gone off the rails, and it's really affecting all of us. And I need to get things purged and cleared and just tidied up, get it all put where it needs to be, and get rid of the excess and the clutter. So there might even be a big, between Maria and Carlos, like house purging, rearranging, reorganizing, moving. Moving keeps coming up. I don't know why. Just a need to move the energy and change things up, see things a new way. Page of Swords. So 2 pages. So there is a new beginning here. Could even be wanting to take on a new job, transition to something new, or maybe even new ways of communicating. Being more open with communication with someone as well, especially children. The pages do represent children. I don't know if you share children together, or, I know Maria has children of her own. I don't know if Carlos has children, but this could have to do with children. We got 2 cards that are children cards popping out. So children are very important to this mix. And I'm really seeing Maria and Carlos's readings being very combined, very, like intermingled, intertwined. Couldn't think of the words. So something to do with children, but music, maybe there's something with music. I don't know. Dance party. But there's maybe something with children that just, there needs to be new ways of looking at things with the children. Like not being so strict with the children, or finding new ways to help the children, like with their daily routines. So everything isn't so, oh, they have a baby together. Oh, cute. So everything's not so chaotic, but having more of a routine with the children, where everyone knows, okay, this is when we eat, this is when bed is, because children really do love those boundaries. As much as they fight it and scream and kick when it's time, like on a subconscious level, children need boundaries. Oh, they're going dancing. Well, that's beautiful. But there's something within the home that has kind of gone off the rails a little bit. Nothing major, but like it could be better. So maybe adjusting the routines with the children, to give them those boundaries so they do feel safer and they know what they can expect and where the limits are. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. It's happy family. So it's just a little tweak, a little change to the family dynamic that can make things so much better and even have more like fulfillment, like financially coming in. Saving money in ways too by not spending on certain things for the home, because I think there's certain things you already have that you could make do with rather than going and buying something new. There's one specific thing maybe you guys have been thinking about buying, Carlos, that maybe hold off on that because there's actually something better, or maybe you already have something that can kind of fill this role because whatever it is you're kind of thinking, and this might even still be near future if you're like, I don't know what she's talking about. It could even be a new home or wanting to purchase a home or purchase like a big purchase that's going to affect the family, either the home, maybe a car, something like this, that it's not quite the right time yet, but it will be. You'll know when the right time is, but it's not quite yet. All right, I want to get one more. We're going to, interesting, we're on to Archangel Gabriel. I haven't used this deck in a while. Carlos, anything Carlos needs to know, please. Authenticity. So it says, trust that your real self, whom God created, divinely perfect, has the strength and knowledge needed for this situation. So yeah, trust yourself. They want to move out of Florida. Okay, that makes sense. That's exactly what this is. This is stability, roots, the home, the legacy. And I think that is your ultimate best bet. Getting out of Florida, I do see as a really great idea. It's just not the time yet. Not quite yet. There might even be saving more money or something financially that you'll need to sell to be able to make that move, something like this. But you'll be able to make the move in divine time. That word divine is there. And you'll know what to do. You'll trust your intuition, both of you. Both you and Maria, Carlos. All right, so I hope that resonated. Awesome. Perfect. So next we've got Patricia, beautiful little Patricia. All right, that card looks like the three of them together. Oh, cute. That Ten of Cups, it's Ten of Pentacles, such a cute card. Ooh, Patricia, she's got a lot going on. Work and school and personal life, friends, all sorts of stuff. She's got a lot of things going on. Maybe even some confusion surrounding where do I spend more time with this thing or that thing? Should I do this class or that class? Or something to do with studying or taking some time off to have some fun. Let's see. Patricia. Anything for Patricia? From her higher self or guides. Yeah, and maybe even saving some money. Because Two of Pentacles is maybe even interesting because we were kind of just talking about saving and not quite buying something yet. Kind of getting a similar vibe here for you, Patricia. Did I not timestamp? I didn't. Like 206 something. Let's see. 206 something. 00-ish. I'll put ish. Jesse, you can maybe find the more accurate timestamp. But we're only like a minute in anyway, so we should be okay. But with this, Patricia, maybe even saving money, just being very good with your budget, very good with your money, to maybe even have a savings where you can, save for those times if you need it, and then hope you never need it, and then just not dip into it if you don't need it, because you can really start to accumulate some wealth that way that will really be good for your future. All right. What else is going on? Or maybe even stress about money, because this could be like, if I just had a little more money, I could do this. If I just, if the money was right there, I could do this. Something like that. Let's see. Let me get more into this for Patricia. Ooh. Yeah, well, you're getting clarity. Yes, good. This confusion or kind of juggling of, I don't know really what direction to go. You're getting clarity. You're going to know very soon. I'm hearing within a week, maybe 3 weeks, somewhere in that time frame, you're going to know what to do, what to spend money on, where to hold back with money as well. Interesting. And maybe you're getting word. I don't know if Patricia is working or content at the job she has. Maybe she's getting word of a new stream of income. like working on campus or something. I don't know exactly. And they're not being too clear about exactly what it is either, because when it comes up, she'll know. And I think if she knew now, it'd just add to this kind of confusion and out of balance energy. So within the next week to 3 weeks, Patricia is going to have an idea either through her own mind or like hearing back about a job, something like this, that's going to help her bottom line in a good way. She's going to have more money coming in. But yeah, Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady wins the race. Oh, she does work on campus. Okay, there we go. So maybe she's hearing word about something else on campus, or maybe her being at work on campus is really expanding her network. I don't know. But there's something about that that's really going to pay off for her in the next 1 to 3 weeks. But Knight of Pentacles is all about kind of taking it slow and steady, not feeling like, life's not a race. We're just doing the thing, doing what she can when she can and slowly building up to something. Because this card, if things aren't moving fast, this can be a very frustrating energy if you're wanting things to move much faster. But really, Patricia, I just kind of see you in this kind of go with the flow energy right now. Like, it would be cool, but like, I'm okay to be where I'm at right now. I'm like not hurting. So that's kind of where you're at right now. And that's actually that kind of attitude of, yeah, I'm willing to work for this and not see my results right away, because I'm just putting money away as I can and working towards something. It doesn't always have to be physical money. This could be your energy investment in your schooling. Like you're seeing it pay off little by little by little. But once that degree hits, it still hasn't quite paid off, because now you got to go get the job and all the things. But you're on a mission. You're on a path, and you're on a long-term path, and you're enjoying yourself every step of the way. That's beautiful, because you also have a death and rebirth card here with the number 13. So this to me feels good though. This is it's like there's transformation hidden in maybe some kind of hard things going on, maybe some stressful classes, or just so like I'm just feeling like weight just pressing down on you. Like it's nothing bad, it's just overwhelming, if that makes sense. But as a result of you dealing with the pressure, dealing with the stress of whatever it is you've got going on, you're going to realize like your true grit. You're going to realize, wow, I really can take what I'm doing long term, and I can take this the distance. It's really going to aid your confidence moving forward with your career. But make sure you're resting too, I just heard. Make sure you're getting enough rest, especially if you've got a lot going on. She's been very stressed lately, and I think is because of the midterms and crazy schedule. There we go. Yeah. She might be taking like max credits or something. Like she's taking more classes than most people. And just really just trying to get it done in as soon amount of time as she can. And of course, she's still putting the effort in, obviously, but it's like she's really maxing herself out. I can feel it. Yeah. Yeah. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you will crash and burn. That's where I'm at right now. So good company to keep over here in the crash and burn section of Walmart. No, I don't go to Walmart. I hate that place. Although I had to go there the other day my mother-in-law works there in the Vision Center, and Boston's getting glasses. So we went to the Vision Center, but like that's the extent of my Walmart excursion. I just don't like being in those kind of stores. Yeah. But yeah, just overwhelmed, overburdened, just feeling very down and out. Yeah. So taking care of yourself, because this is on your horizon if you don't take care of yourself. So you can avoid this. We can rip that right up, avoid it. So if she does take care of herself, what would be the outcome instead? Yeah, the Chariot, success. Going in a new direction. Not one where you're going to crash and burn, but one where you're really going to thrive, because you're balancing your self-care with everything else you've got going on. So even if, you're tired and everyone's going out and you're like, yeah, I told them I'd go out. But like, if you're tired, honor your body, because you don't want to enjoy nothing enjoyable about this, I'll tell you. But there is a lot to enjoy with this. Even if you miss out on a little bit of fun in the short term, in the long term, you're going to thank yourself for missing out on one little thing here or there. But of course, at the same time, make sure you still have fun and treat yourself occasionally. But self-care is key. And maybe even working with Three of Pentacles here, collaborative effort. Working with like roommates or friends or coworkers or people in your classes to say, let's hold each other accountable for taking care of ourselves and making sure we're still hanging out and making sure we're still studying and, you know, really like getting other people in on it, like accountability partners. Yeah. So I hope that resonated. That was a cool reading. Cute, cute, cute. Yeah, just take care. You're on a great path. So just keep doing what you're doing, but also take care of yourself. That's really all we need to know about that. Well, is Kat here? Kat, it is your turn, Kat. Let us know if you're here. Because we've done Maria, Patricia, Ethan, and Carlos. Oh, I'm so glad it resonated. And I've got the timestamps here. If you want to write them down, I can always post them. But there are days that I get off the live stream and go start doing something, and then I forget to post them. And then I feel sad that I didn't do that. I did that for Brittany's reading a couple weeks ago or last week. I'm like, oh no. And it was like 2 hours in the live stream when I did a reading. I felt kind of bad. I'm like, I could have just typed that timestamp up. It might just be me and you here. Interesting. That's okay though. I'm cool with that. So I guess Kat is gonna have to be a holdover because I'm ready to go if she's not here. Yeah, it says one person watching. I see Jessie. Oh, there's Nellie. Nellie's here. Yay, Nellie. My mom's dog's name is Penelope, and she calls her Nellie. But I've always loved the name Nellie. I just think it's so cute. Tell me and I'll comment on here. Okay, so we've got for Maria, hers is 1 hour. I'll just show you 1 hour, 52 minutes and 00 seconds ish. It might be give or take a minute there because I didn't realize I was already doing the reading before I did the timestamp. Then Carlos was 2 hours on the dot plus 24 seconds. And then Patricia is 2 hours, 6 minutes and 00 seconds ish because again, forgot to start the timestamp. So there we have it. Yeah. Interesting. That'll be it, I guess, for today. So we will hold over Kat and Danny, Miguel, Luna Divine, and Lori. So I'm going to write that so I have that. Holdovers. Okay. And also to between now and then, if you decide, Jessie, to instead put that money toward mentorships or something, like I'm not going to be upset about it. Like you can do that instead. But yeah, if we want to do these readings for them or if you want to claim them at a later date, it's all up to you. So we've got Lori, Luna, Divine, Miguel, Danny, Kat. Those are holdovers. Okay. So hopefully everybody who left realizes that they will just be taken care of another day. Aw, cute. Yeah, it is a cute name. I've always loved that name. It's so sweet. Alrighty. Well, yeah, I guess that's going to do it because we've got 2 people here and me, which I'm not mad at, but the donation, the ones that we're not holding over, they're not here. So we're going to hold them over too. And I'm going to go do some self-care Saturday. So yeah, I might be checked on out mentally, emotionally for the next few hours. But I'm healing. We're healing. We're moving through these emotions because we got to what? What? Got to heal it, to feel it, to deal with it. And we're all going through a little something right now, I'm sure. So last call for Kat. If Kat is here, we will do hers. Otherwise, I'm going to go. Yeah, if you feel like taking a nap, you should do that. Treat yourself because naps are self-care and they're needed. Sometimes daily for some people. Sometimes once in a great blue moon for others. Yes, period. I'm taking a drink of my water. And the only things, let's see what I have coming up. So I would say, oh no, go ahead and post your question, Kat. I was about ready to go, but go ahead and post your question. I was just putting you on my holdover list, but I can take you off that. Go ahead and post your question. We'll do it. But I was going to say, as far as where I will be on the internet in the next however long, tomorrow, the weekly reading goes live for Patreon at 10 a.m. over on Patreon for all my patrons. Monday, we have a What Lessons Am I Learning from This Pick a Card reading going live on my main channel, which I'm come steering clear of for a hot minute because I just need a moment after the death threats I got over there. So yeah, we're giving that a little bit of breathing room. And then I will be back here Wednesday for a live, but I'm playing it very safe for the self-care thing this week. I may or may not go live Wednesday. If I feel up to it, I will. If not, I won't. So you guys heard it here first. If you don't see me Wednesday, you know why. And then I'm pretty sure I'm only having one video go live on my main channel next week because I just need a minute. And yeah, and then maybe next Saturday again, depending on my self-care thing, I may or may not be live. But if I take one day off, I won't take the other off, if that makes sense. So you heard it here first. All right. So Kat wants to know, what should she do about the Becco situation? I need more advice about this. Oh, no need to apologize. Let's tune in. What can Kat do? What should she do about this Becco situation? What's going on? What does she need to focus on? What should she do? Okay, so there is this need to balance out. But rights are being wronged. Everything that really went one way is starting to balance out. But this is also you balancing your energy, taking your needs and wishes into consideration with everything going on and honoring what you want. Taking care of yourself is key here. It's just been a self-care thing for many people. There's been lots of little tower moments going on in all of our lives right now. And, you know, we just got to do our best to stay with it. But look, you're grieving. You're sad. You're still wounded over what transpired, because I do still see there are feelings here. But this is just letting you know, reminding you that eventually everything is working out in the highest good of all. It really is working out. And really, you're going to go through your little grieving period of sadness, maybe depression, or just kind of confusion, wondering, like, where do I even stand with Becco? Like, what should I focus on just in my personal life? Like, I don't know what to do. Like, that's kind of the vibe I'm getting with this. And allow yourself time to just be in those yucky emotions. It's 222 on my clock, right as I said that. So maybe you've been seeing 22 or 222. We've also got 11 here. So 1111, 1122, 111, 222, all those angel numbers. But what I see is you allowing yourself time to just feel confused. There's nothing wrong with that. I know it feels gross and yucky, and we don't like being in these energies, but it really does serve us to allow it to just move through. Whatever emotions need to come up, allow yourself to cry, allow yourself to be angry that he didn't turn out to be the person you thought he was. Just allow yourself to feel whatever and just let it come up. Because when you can do this, especially so soon after everything that has happened, when you can do this, you can allow healing to come in and start taking place sooner rather than later. So let's go in with this deck and just get some additional guidance for Cat, please, Spirit. Ooh, wow. Interesting times we've got going on here. We had the pregnancy, and I know last time you were worried about that being a potential. So I don't know if you have had any updates on that situation, but I'm not even reading this as that. This is like ripe for a new beginning. This is new vibes, new beginnings. But it says the birth of a child brings you great blessings to you and the world. But I'm not seeing this. I'm seeing this more metaphorically speaking. The birth of a new idea, or the birth of even you giving birth to a new version of you surrounding this. But, you know, if you think this is still a thing, you know, maybe double check, see what's going on in that regard. We also have practice, practice, practice. But it says, with daily practice, you can polish your skills and talents and increase your confidence. So this to me really is self-focused, because you're focusing in on your own pain, your own wounds, what's going on with you, and then finding your own happiness again. And really focusing on like the hobbies, the people, the experiences that really bring you excitement and joy, and that you're interested in and that you're learning about. So really, as far as Becco goes, to me, I'm just still picking up on a lot of residual stuff from what already happened. It's like maybe even a new beginning of friendship with him, but you have the power. I love that. Use your abilities to resolve this situation. You can do it. So, I mean, if you feel comfortable having a one-on-one conversation with him, then I would say that might be good just to see where everyone stands. How do you feel about what happened? How do I feel about what happened? Like, what's going on here? And then just saying, let's be friends for a while, or if there is that need to kind of step back and just take a break from being even friends, like that could be a thing too. But let's just get some advice for Kat regarding Becco. Any advice for Kat regarding this Becco situation? Yeah, you do have the power. The Magician. That's the exact card we just got from that other deck. You have the power. You are in charge of where this is going from here forward. You don't realize how much power you have, but allowing yourself that time to grieve and, really feel through the emotions that Becco situation has brought up within you, then you'll be ready for a new beginning. Because again, with the 1, like I said, with the 11, you might be seeing 111. Well, there's a 111 already. 111. So maybe even angel numbers are really prevalent for you to help guide you through this situation. Any other advice, please, Spirit? Yeah, see it another way. But these are all very, not one person in any of these cards is with 2 people on it. By theirself, by theirself, by theirself, by theirself. So this really does show that you separating your energy from him is your best move right now and in the near future. Although having a conversation with him and getting things out, if you feel you want to do that, that wouldn't be a bad idea. But I don't see you having this conversation and everything magically being okay again, and now you're back together and a couple. Like, I think there is this need for you to see things a new way and realize what this situation taught you, even on a spiritual level, because her crown and third eye chakras really lit up there. So let's just get one more. Any other advice, Spirit? Oh, actually, we're going to go to the love and relationship with Affirmators. Any advice on this relationship between Kat and Becco? Anything Spirit wants to bring forward? Please, please. We are here for it. Loyalty. So, letting, and I'm hearing too, being loyal to yourself first and foremost is of utmost importance. So after you're loyal to yourself, if you feel like including him in on whatever you got going on, that's fine. But having boundaries, if you start to see he's encroaching on some of your boundaries, or it's just too much, or it's not fun for you, you need to allow yourself to step away from his energy, if that's the case. But you do have this sense of loyalty toward him because, what he's done for you, but not to let that hold you back from honoring yourself first and foremost. One more, boundless love. So today I'll open my eyes a little wider and walk a little taller, noticing that the world around me is filled with tiny miracles. With this in mind, it's easy to fall in love over and over again, with everything from honeybees to neon signs. And while I'm feeling this inspired and this in love, everything else sort of falls into place. So this is falling back in love with life. Rather than just focusing everything on Becco, of course, healing through whatever's going on with that, but then just falling back in love with yourself, falling back in love with life. That can really help you through this. So instead of focusing only on what's gone wrong and how am I going to fix this, just opening yourself up to love with, nature and yourself and your other friends. That'll really help you through this as well. So I hope that resonates for you, Kat. So sorry you're still kind of struggling through this, but I can totally see why you just wanted a little more guidance, because it is a bit of a sticky situation. So yeah, I hope things, at least on the non-Becco front, are going well for you over in Georgia. That's awesome. Country, not state. Differentiate the thing. Yeah. And on the back of the deck, you've got King of Cups. So this is honoring your own emotions first. And that's exactly what you're going to be doing. It's so beautiful. Yes. And you'll know, by honoring your own emotions, you tune into that inner guidance, that intuition, and you're going to know what your next steps are. Okay, Kat, so I hope that resonated for you. All right, guys, that's just going to be it for me today. I'm going to go take care of myself. So thanks again so much for all your likes, comments, shares, subscribes, and all the things. And I really, truly do hope to see you, because there's only 3 of you right here, but all the rest of you as well, right here back at the Den Creative Live. Also over on my main channel, which I'm kind of avoiding right at this moment, but there's plenty of high vibe stuff over there if you want to check out hundreds of different pick a cards over there. You can even just go to my videos and scroll and just let your higher self choose one of the videos to give you a message today. Like that's what I do with certain other readers. I'll just go even to their like way old readings. Like if they've been on YouTube a hot minute, I'll go way back in time and just pluck myself right out of the ether a message from spirit. It's always fun to do that. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you next time. All right, bye. Bye. Bye.